Let's talk games.
We're gonna have a good stream. We're gonna have a good stream. Gonna have a good stream. Okay. All right. Pretty colors. Just think pretty colors.
Gentlemen, I hope you brought the swim trunks. Oh my gosh. My guy's got a helmet on because I'm retarded. Oh no. How do you grab? Hold on. How do you grab? Son of a bitch! R2 is grab, right? R2 is grab, right? Good thing I'm wearing a helmet because I am retarded right now.
I would just like to say that Dan Bask is a very cool guy and Jeremy's gay.
We'll always be best friends, right, Jay?
That's right, Pooh. Best friends forever. I would never try to trip you when you least expect it.
Hey, Tigger! What's up, Pooh? Oh my God, he flew! No!
Oh no!
Why would you trip me, Jay? I thought we were friends. What did Pooh ever do to you? Why, Jay? Why?
It's not funny. First of all, no one was hurt. Like, why would you fall in front of me, of all people? Sweet Jesus, help me, because I'm trying not to laugh.
Now the food trucks are coming.
There's kids crying around us.
Yeah, he was fine. He went fast. Luckily, but oh my god.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. Why is that?
Alright, anyways, another announcement. Yeah.
And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday night's main event. I didn't know what intro that was. I just ran one of the old ones, and it turned out to be a really good one. And I kind of miss playing Fall Guys now. It's been a while since we played it a few weeks ago.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that was the first time in a long time right there.
Right.
So, but the Sony State of Play is going on right now. We're trying to keep an eye on that as we speak. So that is happening. I'm not expecting a lot from the State of Play, but yes, that is going on right now. We got Fear the Beardo in the house. What's up, Beardo?
Nothing much, man. Glad to be here for another Tuesday night. I secured my Horseman package, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking at Ripa's hat right here. And I got myself one of those too. I love that hat, man. It's really cool.
Yeah.
No, it's good to be here, man. I'm excited to talk about games.
Let's talk games. Let's talk games. What's up, Craig from Side Scrollers? Less than 3,000 from 100K now, right?
Closing in, man. We're closing in little by little every single day. It's man. Couldn't beat Jay, but we're here.
Close. It's close.
But I'll tell you what, as the proud owner of ddaycobra.com, I would like to invite everybody to visit today and see where the domain leads you to in our wonderful adventure of the internet. Glad to be hanging out with you guys, and I'm watching State of Play off to the side. And I'll tell you what, man, this Hell Is Us game looks awesome. Have you guys ever heard that phrase before? Hell Is Us, about that game?
I described kind of the whole Geeks Gamers crew, but not particularly.
Looks like an adult Zelda.
Really? Let's see it. Can you? Well, let me introduce everybody, and if you got something we can look at, that might
in
be
the private chat.
Cool. Okay, you got it in the private chat. Okay, we got Epic Meek in the house. What up, Mike?
Hey, what's going on? Glad to be here. I was running late, but I wasn't running late enough. Apparently, I was hoping they would start and I could show up late, make an entrance for myself. But Jeremy fucked that up. Also, I am so excited for the Super Switch to drop. I can't wait till Nintendo drops this console, bro. Listen, no matter what Jeremy says, It's going to be called the Super Switch. We all know in our hearts that's what the console's called. It's the best name possible for the console. So.
Listen, Mike. We all know that the Switch is the next Switch is gonna be the Switch 2.
Dude, this is that RFK that's the greatest RFK Jr.
That was
voice
actually
I've
really
ever
good.
fucking heard, man.
Yeah,
if we get enough
really
super
good.
chats, Beardo reads all $100 super chats in RFK Jr. voice. Okay, so
no matter how long they are, yeah.
No matter how long.
I didn't agree to this, Jeremy. But for $100, we can do it. We can make it happen.
Sounds like a constipated pterodactyl. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's really good. What's up, young Ripa in the house? What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Yeah, been working. Glad to be here again on time for another Tuesday night's main event. But yeah, man, just been grinding and chipping away. Appreciate all the support that we got for Horseman. Things taking off, man. Entering almost about to hit, I guess, $600,000, which is kind of crazy.
Let's go.
So appreciate all that support. Almost 10,000 books sold as well. So appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna keep grinding. We got some more announcements for the end of the year as well. But just been tending the Rippaverse stuff. Do a video here and there, and of course show up for Tuesday night's main event.
Let's go.
Stop pretending you're not just eating Raisin Bran and watching Matlock. We all know we caught your ass slipping, bro. You messed up. Old man Ripper, he's sitting there.
He hit me up. He hit me up for hamburger helper recipes, man. He was just like, he's like, man, Horseman's a failure according to like 7 people on the internet. So I need to get some Chef Boyardee and some hamburger helper. That's all I can afford. So, by the way, if I'm ever as successful as Rip, I'm still eating Chef Boyardee and hamburger helper. I don't give a fuck. Y'all want to come over and eat some hamburger helper?
I'll get the fancy plates out tonight.
Oh man.
Don't make that face, Savvy. What's up, Savvy?
Hello. Hi, I'm here.
How you doing tonight?
I'm still recovering from being bullied yesterday.
By who?
My chat bullied me. They
Really?
told me,
Welcome to the club.
No, but see, no. What you experience is justified. What happened to me was a crime.
So what happened, Savvy?
So I was, of course, sharing my love of Gen 6 of Pokemon, and I just happened to show off one of my lovely little sketches of Professor Sycamore, and somebody goes, Justin Trudeau. And I experienced my own sadness because I realized, oh my God, they do look a little similar.
They do look a lot alike.
Well, okay, since we got our first Justin Trudeau reference, I just want to say,
never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2+ kids' rights to not have to undergo conversion therapy.
He's so retarded. Oh no!
Imagine being retarded and Canadian. Yikes!
The worst.
But
also,
can we point out, like, Savvy isn't just wearing like some grubby ass robe today. Like normally she's like got a hood up and she looks like she just woke up and like turned on the camera and she's like, "Oh, today I wore like a real shirt." Like,
I'll go get a jacket right now.
Nobody
she's
cares.
Like, oh, you think I look professional? I'm gonna look more like a bum. All right.
Well, listen, I guess I can't really sympathize with Savvy. I guess she gets bullied by her chat, but I know nothing of that. We have a really nice chat here at Geeks and Gamers. That they're
Very
really nice. They're all nice to the host here. There's nothing negative ever said, and it's just a big echo chamber of telling us how great we are. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty happy. We got Brock with 20 gifted memberships.
Let's go,
my
baby.
boy Brock. Remember to hydrate anytime Brock is in the house. Zenaximus drops 10 gifted memberships as well. Let's freaking go. And look, off rip, I want to show you guys this because someone talked about this today. And this is I guess this is a new indie project. The title of the video game is Diesel Knights. Have you guys heard of this?
Have not.
It's basically a Titanfall World War II shooter. Check this out.
Okay.
Combined, there were over 120 unique hand-keyed animations that were created for this one character alone. and that's only for locomotion. That doesn't include weapon manipulations or reloads. No motion capture was used for this because I am too poor to afford a motion capture suit. And no pre-made storefront animations were used because I am too stubborn to shop in our previous video.
Look at here. Wall
It's a fun
baby.
place to play around for a single
Look
play,
at that.
but it's not suited for strategic competitive play, which is why.
So it's an indie project. That's their YouTube channel. I just learned about it today. And anything that reminds me of Titanfall, I'm in. So I'm going to be checking that out. Apparently, it's going to be releasing on Steam. Let's see. So I'll look for more information up on that. But that's their YouTube channel. Diesel Knights is a 6v6 mech movement shooter. So hopefully they're able to put some money into it. What was that FPS that came out a couple years ago? Battle Bit remastered.
Battle Bit, yeah.
And that was sold like millions of copies, man. That I don't know if that game's still going in terms of like if it's if they're keeping up with updates and things like that, but that's an interesting title, so I'm going to be checking that out for sure.
For you to get excited about a game, does it really just need wall running? Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's got to be done right though, because it's not Titanfall's not the only game that's ever done wall running, but Titanfall did wall running right, and that does look like that's heavily inspired directly from that. Because I mean, Call of Duty has had wall running before, and they were all shitty. They were all terrible as fuck. So they tried to be Titanfall, but they failed because they already had a pre-established kind of way of doing things with Call of Duty. So when Call of Duty tried to go that Titanfall route, it failed miserably, in my opinion. Some people like those games. I think they're trash.
Advanced Warfare games, man. Those Advanced Warfare games, it was like.
And Black Ops 3 did it. Yeah. I didn't like them.
I know a lot of people don't like. I fucking loved Advanced Warfare. It was so stupid watching a guy fly up into the room, shoot up to the ceiling, and spin around the walls. And you're like, what am I supposed to do here, man? You just hip fire everywhere and hope you shoot somebody. I don't know. That kind of chaos is pretty great. But
yeah, I know that Black Ops 3 is fairly popular. I see a lot of people already being very, very mean to me, which I do not appreciate. This is the first time I've ever had my chat say anything negative towards me and my opinions. Usually my chat agrees with me 100% of the time, according to what Twitter says. Yeah. Black Ops 2 was the last great Call of Duty until I don't know if I can call Modern Warfare 2019 a great Call of Duty, but it was a good one. And then Cold War is the best Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, in my opinion. Cold War was fantastic. Now, if you go fuck yourself, Mike. Look, let's have an open discussion right now about this situation with Switch 2 versus the Super Switch. Okay,
I don't have to have an open motherfucking discussion. I put a poll on Twitter. 1,700 people voted. They said the Super Switch is the better name. Okay, Switch 2 is a stupid fucking name. Okay, and Nintendo, as stupid as they are, I don't think they're that stupid. They're likely going to call it something way worse than anything I came up with.
Super Switch is the best name. It's not about the best name in terms of coolness. It's about the best name in terms of the marketing for the system.
I don't give a good goddamn about nobody's bad-eyed grandma. She ain't going to buy the right console no matter what you do, okay? It don't matter whether it's called, this is the brand new Switch, this is the one you buy. She's going to buy the wrong fucking console, okay?
That'd be horrible branding, Mike.
They're going to buy the wrong console no matter what.
We were just talking about what Black Ops 3. How do we know which Black Ops that is? Because it's got a 3 next to it. Black Ops 1.
How do you hold on? No. Hold on. How do you count Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3? Which fucking one is it?
I think they're retarded.
Which fucking one is it? It's still sold like fucking gangbusters.
That's my point, though.
You know what? No, I know how to solve
But that's
this.
an isolated instance with Call of Duty.
I know how to solve this.
Okay.
We look at past behavior. Look at how Nintendo has marketed their devices. They change the name.
Yeah.
They don't use numbers. It's not the Xbox. It's not the Xbox 360. It's not the Xbox One. Or I'm sorry, that's what Microsoft does, right? What does Nintendo do? They're like, oh, we have what?
Nintendo 64.
Yeah. And they didn't go to 65. They didn't go to 65. That's my point.
We're not talking about Nintendo's previous history with naming consoles. We're talking about what is the best name for
neither
the
of
sequel
those
to the
names
Switch.
would be the next device.
It's the Super Switch.
That's what I mean. Neither of them would be because they changed the name.
We're not
every
talking
time.
They go from Wii to Wii U, like the
that.
Wii U. Like, no,
Yeah.
so they'll add
We're talking
something. No,
We're
yeah,
talking
let's
about
get it.
what the
It's more
best
likely.
The
name
Switch
is.
Savvy the fuck out of here. Just kick her.
The Switch
The Savvy said a lot of stupid shit.
She's
This might
saying
be the
nonsense
dumbest thing
now.
she's ever fucking said.
The fucking
Look
Switch
at the
you. Get out.
behavior.
She's not
Just
wrong.
get out.
She's not
You
wrong.
can look
Where's
at
her
the past
husband?
behavior, and that's a valid argument.
Where's her-
but that's not
where's
what we're
the
fucking
man?
talking about. We're
Right,
talking
but
about
that's
what
just
the
what they do.
best name for it possibly
It's
is.
a super
Right,
Switch.
that's
What are
my
we
point.
defining best as though? Like, are we
From a
talking
marketing
know.
standpoint,
For marketing, for them
hang
to
on,
make
hang on,
money.
let me make my
Sure.
case here. Okay, the Nintendo
God,
Wii
here we
sold
go.
100 million fucking units. Okay,
Uh-huh.
the Wii U comes out, and all the normies that bought the Wii thought that the Wii U was just an add-on to the Wii, and the Wii U was the worst-selling console in Nintendo's history and the biggest flop in the history of video games, probably. So that was a terrible marketing moment. So now you've got the Nintendo Switch, which is the single most successful Nintendo console that's ever released, got 140 million units sold, okay? You've got a big normie audience there, not like the Wii, but you still have a normie audience there. How do you get the Nintendo Switch successor to... How do you symbolize that this is the true successor? Calling it the Super Switch sounds a lot like that's just a Switch OLED or some shit like that.
Like the
Calling
Switch
it the
Pro.
Switch 2 has already been established in the console world from PlayStation to be like, okay, this
But
is the next
I don't know
Switch.
about that.
Sony's
I don't know
brand.
about that. Mainly because what was the difference between the NES and the Super Nintendo?
Again, that was a
Come
different
on!
world. No, different
Come
world.
on!
No, it wasn't. It's the same thing. The NES was Nintendo. The Super Nintendo was the next bitch. We called it the Super Nintendo.
on!
But
That's what I'm
PlayStation and
talking
Xbox
about.
weren't in the market at that point.
Listen to
Right.
the man.
There was nobody else in the market except for Sega. Like it was the only
This man
person, and
has
Sega
made
wasn't.
tens of millions of dollars. Listen to what he's got to say.
Yeah, Michael Jordan drafted Kwame Brown. Go fuck yourself, okay?
No, don't
All right?
try to bring up
So-
Michael Jordan. And act
Michael
like-
Jordan
Shut
drafted
the
Kwame Brown, okay? We ain't listening to shit. All right? So fuck yourself, okay? Now, anyway.
You're just mad because little old me don't know shit about nothing. Apparently, Mr. Nintendo, Mr. Successful Nintendo guy, shut the fuck up. It's Super Switch.
Epic Mike is the guy that was on the set of the prequels when George Lucas is like, George is stepping shit. And he's like, listen to the man. He made Star Wars. Don't question him.
That's
question
not true at all.
George.
No.
question
Not
him.
a single. That's a terrible example because nobody agreed with anything George did. That's
He
why
was-
Lawrence
no.
Kasdan.
No. He's
Listen.
on the prequels. He was surrounded by yes men.
But what I'm saying is they saw the writing on the wall well before he got to the prequel era and said, this man's going to fuck this whole thing up, okay? We all saw what was happening. No.
But getting us back on point, Switch, what I believe, now again, this isn't confirmed, by the way, so this is all the heavy speculation and everything like that.
Yeah.
What it seems like, based on what we know, is that the Nintendo Switch will continue to be the Nintendo console moving forward, much like the Sony PlayStation, much like
As
the
it should
Microsoft Xbox. They're going to move forward with the Switch because of the success of the Switch. You can't move away from that. So if that is the case, if the next console is going to be a Switch, it needs to be the Nintendo Switch 2.
So to support Jeremy and actually everyone here, because I can't believe
I'll go
that
back to
this
that in just a
happened.
minute.
No. So I asked ChatGPT just for giggles because it's smarter than all of us and dumber at the same time.
No, it's not.
Well, you at least. Following the previous nomenclature of the way Nintendo names their consoles,
fucking
what is the
retarded
most likely
statement. Let her
outcome of the Switch successor for the name? The very first suggestion, it gives a series of 5. The first suggestion is the Switch Pro or Switch 2. The rationale, Nintendo has used iterative names before, like the DS to the DS Lite. The second suggestion is the Super Switch. The rationale is echoing the leap from the Nintendo Entertainment System NES to the Super Nintendo, the SNES.
What I
The Switch
said.
U, which then brings up mine. Rationale similar to the Wii U. It
The
would
fact
imply
that
a
it says the
continuation.
Switch U is an L take on
Yeah,
all
I
the
agree.
answers.
I agree. I agree.
You're
It's
done.
just interesting that
Hang
it
on, let
brings
her
them
keep
up.
going. I want to hear the other answers.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
do
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
hear
And
that.
then number 4 would be the Nintendo Go or the Switch Go. Given the Switch's primary appeal in portability, they would be emphasizing that if
That'd
they
have been what the
decide to
Switch
go.
Lite was.
Yep. And then the last one, which is what I said, was a completely new name. The rationale, Nintendo is known for bucking trends, as seen in the shift from the GameCube to the Wii.
This is why the Switch was the perfect console for Nintendo going forward, because Nintendo always had your handheld console with the Game Boy and the DS, then they always had the at-home console with all the Nintendos, the GameCube, and the Wii and everything. The Switch combined both of them. You take it on the go, and then you can use it as an at-home console. It's fucking brilliant. They nailed it. You cannot move away from it anymore. They need to just continue with the Switch going forward, and that's why I think I'm with Jeremy on this. You got to go Switch 2 and so
job,
on,
Jeremy.
and then you have the next
Beardo
one
backing
for
you.
Switch 3, Switch 4, and so on, because they have nailed the perfect
Switch
combination
fucking 4.
to having
God, I hope
a
not.
mobile console and your at-home console. They
What a
fucking
name
nailed
for
it.
a fucking console. The Switch fucking 4.
Okay, but you think every
Get the fuck out of here,
every next gen for PlayStation, you always think when we had the PS4, man, the PS5 kind of sounds weird, and then guess what? We got the PlayStation 5, and it sounds fucking brilliant. And then it's like, oh, we're at the PS5, PS6. That kind of sounds weird.
Let's see what Craig has. What we got here, Craig?
What the fuck?
Earl, it's okay, Beardo. It's okay.
I was in the middle of something.
Okay.
Oh, well, fuck. Go ahead, you fucking
All right,
female.
Beardo.
No, I'm
Keep
done.
talking. Sorry, Beardo.
I'm done. I finished.
Oh, my fucking goodness. That's the most woman shit I've ever heard in my life.
I got nothing.
No, I don't feel like talking anymore, okay? You've already interrupted me.
Come on, man.
No,
even
I'd
I
just be
don't do
repeating
that.
myself at this point.
I'm not going to say anything anymore. I'm fine.
Okay, let
It's
Craig
okay.
go.
I'm okay.
Let Craig go.
So, look, I understand what Eric was saying, what Mike is saying about the Super Switch versus the NES, but the NES versus Super Nintendo. And look, I'm going to echo what Jeremy said, right? Look at the side by side of the two, right? If you were to put a side by side, this is the NES on the left, your Super Nintendo on the right. Okay, there's a clear distinguishable characteristics between the two. Colors, gameplay, everything about it is different. If you were to put a Switch next to a Switch 2, that will not be this marketably of a difference. To where the human eye will be able to just point it out easily. I think that ultimately Switch 2 makes more sense from a nostalgia standpoint. Yes, Super Switch sounds great, but from a business perspective, Switch 2 makes way more sense because you will not see the graphical upgrade, the audio upgrade, the gameplay upgrade that you saw from the NES to the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't even. I just want
to.
I want to watch this video in its entirety. This looks
Right.
amazing, by the way. All right, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
The other thing is too. Once again, Nintendo does not give a fuck about good business. Okay, they know they're going to make money no matter what they do.
I think that point though is null and void. The reason why I think
the Wii U,
I think that point doesn't make sense because Switch, whether it's Super Switch or Switch 2, is still in the name.
Right,
Yeah,
but so is Switch OLED. The Switch OLED came out, so that's
Right,
just an expansion of the Switch.
Right. So, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's like, while I do understand, like, yeah, this was. I think that's more of a testament to the times than it was for. I think it's more of a test of the times that there was such a stark difference between them, as opposed to justifying calling it, I don't know, the NES 2 or whatever the fuck. I just think that that's part of. Nintendo's kind of marketing that they switch it up and they do all that shit, while we do kind of concede that it's still going to be a Switch-like device. I don't think necessarily 2 makes the most sense, like it's a slam dunk in comparison to Super Switch, simply because going off of, to give Savvy credit on what she stated as far as going off of past behaviors for sure. But it's Switch is still in the name, so I don't necessarily. I think the graphical upgrades are what they are. Like that. We're not. In today's age, like they can't get that much better. Like we're not going to see a jump from like we saw from PS1 to even PS2, though they called it PS2. It was a crazy jump from PS1 to PS2. If you remember just the difference in the graphical upgrade. So
100%.
I think that's neither here nor there. But I think either of those could work. Me personally, I think what sounds better is Super Switch, and while I do think that it is a nostalgia kind of thing, I don't see necessarily the problem with that, especially with the Nintendo.
Well, so I look at so Nintendo's not known for being a follower. They are known for kind of being the industry leader and everything like that. Plus, they just march to the beat of their own drum. We know that. Okay. With that said, I don't expect them to listen to have this type of mindset, but the mindset is, the most successful, consistent console in the last 20 years is the PlayStation. Okay? It just is. And it's because the GameStop mom that goes in the store when she's going to get the PlayStation 2, she knows she's getting the second PlayStation. The iPhone, normie friendly iPhones. What's the next iPhone named? What's the next iPhone name? Not the next version of that particular iPhone Pro, the 15 Pro. The iPhone 16 is the new iPhone. That's the industry standard. So Nintendo does not need to do what Nintendo normally does, which is name it some dumb shit. And I'm not saying the Super Nintendo was a terrible name. Super Nintendo is an amazing name. All right.
Heard that? Jeremy hates the Super Nintendo. Gotcha.
But I am talking about what they did with the Wii U. That's what worries me. Like that is, and by the way, I can't believe I didn't think of this, but Brock has name it the Game Boy. Like, why not? So name it the Game Boy. How about the Switch Boy?
I like Super Switch. Super Switch does sound better.
I love the name Super Switch.
It sounds better.
The
problem with Super Switch is that it sounds like it's the Switch Pro.
Yes.
Right. It doesn't sound like it's the next generation console for Nintendo.
Except if you're a grandmother or a mom, you don't even know what a Switch Pro would be. Like, they don't know what the difference between a Switch and a Switch
Can we
OLED
just
is.
let this play the whole time, by the way?
No, this is awesome. I'm going to be honest. I got distracted for a second. I was like, fuck, this looks great, bro.
Right. But listen, I think there's validity in what everybody's saying, right? As far as Super Switch versus Switch 2, I think the worst thing that they can do is name it something else. And Savvy, I hear you on that, but I think it's the worst thing that they can do.
It's going to be the Super Switch U2.
Yeah.
No.
But if they name it that, they win.
Super Switch 3DS XL Advance. That's what they're going to call it. So,
Jeremy, you want to do a stream where we just sit and watch this and just go, "Oh, that game's awesome."
Honestly, I could do that the rest of this stream. Like,
I know.
This is the coolest thing ever right here. I love this so much.
Give us, what's this channel?
This channel deserves credit.
I want to make sure this channel gets some nice. Let's see, retro comparisons. There you go.
Nice. I'm about to subscribe
retro
to
comparisons.
them.
Go find them over there. Nice.
It's fantastic. Like, I could just watch this all day long, man. This is so good. God, I miss the old school days of gaming. But we did a poll, and the poll has Super Switch at 42, Switch 2 at 33, all new name at 25%. So now I wonder if I do a direct head-to-head, if it's Super Switch to Switch 2, all new name, where would those votes go? Would Switch 2 make up the gap, or would more people go Super Switch? That's what we'll find out next. So
With the tech leaks that we have, though, do we know if they're making any big changes to the way that the Joy-Cons function? Because so I don't think they'll change the Switch name unless they make a big physical change.
Well, there was some leaks now. I don't know if there's any validity in those leaks, but if we take those leaks for something that's going to be truthful to the next Switch, there are Joy-Cons. It's a bigger screen. There's obviously going to be a better graphics card processor, SSD in there. It's going to look fucking better, but it's going to nearly perform as far as functionality damn near the same exact way.
I just mean, I think that they would change. They'd change the name if they added like a flip-up screen, for example. That's a dumb idea, but that's just what I mean. Like, if they're not going to physically change it too much, then they will most likely keep it Switch branded.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't think we truly do not know anything. And there's speculation on if those leaks were real or not. Some people seem to think they were real, and then there's other people are saying that these leaks are not legit at all. So we don't really know anything other than the speculation that's out there, and that's not going to slow down anytime soon. I'm not sure when Nintendo's actually going to say anything. Right now, they've got the new Zelda game that's about to come out that they want to focus on. They've got a new Mario Party game that's going to come out. So they're definitely wanting to get the last little bit out of the Nintendo Switch. But so we don't know anything official at this point. We
do know that by the time Pokemon A to Z comes out, there will be a new Switch. Because
I don't think we know that. I think that's internet autism.
No,
no. I know that was in the. I know that
it was in the trailer that it said it's going to be available on all on all Switch devices.
Yeah.
But you got to read between the lines there because they aren't going to come up with a game. There never has been a Nintendo game for the Switch that wasn't able to play on the Switch Lite. Okay,
yeah,
so if it's available on all Switch devices, that means that it's going to be available to play on the next Nintendo system or the next Switch and the previous models, the regular Switch OLED and the Switch Lite. You have to
but
read between the lines.
I don't think I think that's just words that were taken out of context and people are thinking it's something it's not. Like I don't think
ZA is going to launch alongside when they're going to be announced at the same time. So the Switch 2 will be announced.
It's going to be a launch title for the next Switch. 100%.
Nintendo doesn't usually they don't let people know. Like, how you're telling me that the people behind this project know that Nintendo Switch 2 information? I don't buy that.
So the only reason why is because if you look at the sales data for Pokemon Legends Arceus, it was the best-selling Pokemon game because it's a standalone title that wasn't split into two and that had no encouragement for duplicate purchases. So the best choice Nintendo can make for launching the second Switch or whatever it's going to be called would be to launch it alongside something that has a history of doing very well.
Craig. Sorry, Savvy. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I didn't have much more to add to that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It makes sense that they would put those things together. And then the reason why the preview said that is most likely because they were accidentally hinting that it would be available on multiple things. So it's going to be backwards compatible, but then it's being made for the next device because those companies are so, like Nintendo owns 33% of the Pokemon company.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
no, I get it. I get it. I just wanted to say, I think the NES Batman looks better.
Oh, so much better.
Notice how when I was saying exactly what Savvy was saying, Jeremy's like, "Yeah, I don't know about that. I think you're a reach." And then Savvy says it, and Jeremy's like, "Yeah, I agree with you."
Well, because I added sales data with it.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, I really just didn't give a fuck what she was saying. I just wanted to talk about Batman, so I was just trying to hurry up and move past what she was saying.
Fair point.
Right? Does that make it better?
It does actually.
Okay, yeah, because I was kind of like, all right, yeah, okay, fuck you, Savvy. Anyway, so that's kind of that was the point. I didn't want to say that publicly in front of 3,000-4,000 people, but I guess I had to.
Oh yeah, I respect that.
Yeah,
you gotta make Beardo feel better because he's a sensitive Sally.
Yes,
sure.
Well, this is one of the rare games that the NES game looked better than the Super Nintendo game, and this is you can tell even from the HUD. They put this giant HUD at the top. On the Super Nintendo game over here, and like the NES game, it's simple, it's right to the point. This is the rare exception where the Super Nintendo looked better, but like that's
I miss Purple Cloud.
night and day, right there. Hey, can I talk about the best rumor I've heard when it comes to the Switch? So you have your Switch here, okay? You got your Switch, you're ready to go. The best rumor that I've heard that I think would make the most sense is if you went and you have your console that you play now. You remove your Joy-Cons along the way. The best rumor that I've heard is that you could play with your console this way, but also this way, and hook up your stuff to where your screen is vertical. And why is that cool? Because then they could have an entire catalog of 2DS and 3DS games.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Listen, you know what else they need? Sorry, Jeremy. You know what else they need for the Switch? They need a fucking port on there where you can play Game Boy games. Plug in your fucking Game Boy games. I love that.
I mean, it would be cool, but I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that at all. So I just want to watch this video that Craig has playing. I don't care what any of you have to say. I just want to watch this. Like, it's so good.
Alien. Oh my god, I played this so much.
By
the way, just real quick note on the state of play. They announced a new Ghost game. Instead of Ghost of Tsushima, it's called Ghost of Yoitai or something.
Oh,
really?
So a new Ghost game.
I just want to know what the online. I think that I really wanted to see them extend that because I really love what they did post launch with the online. I had a lot of fun with that, playing that with Napa. So I wonder if it's going to have any online element to that.
Was there anything in particular like so you got that announced? Was there anything else that we saw stand out with their announcements that you noticed? Oh my god, American Gladiators, dude. For those that don't know, American Gladiators was the greatest show ever made. The fact that we don't have American Gladiators anymore breaks my heart. Like, I love that show so much.
We tried, Jeremy. We tried. Remember that there was the Hulk Hogan reboot that they tried to over Hulk Hogan it.
That was my introduction to Gina Carano.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's be very real. Whatever's announced at the State of Play doesn't hold a candle to Battletoads and Double Dragon.
No,
on the
it
NES.
doesn't.
No.
No, it doesn't, dude. These kids is so great, man.
I like the vibrancy of the NES over the SNES washed out version.
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, there are some rare exceptions with NES versus Super Nintendo, and the NES version is looking better. Like there's a little more
game.
There's a little more personality on some of the NES stuff. Like right there's more personality on the NES to me. Even though the SNES definitely looks better, there's more personality with the NES.
Fuck this game.
You gotta maximize based off of your technical ability or technical limitations, and yeah. I mean, there was such a big leap from the NES to the Super Nintendo, which is why I don't think you're going to see Nintendo is huge on their heritage, right? So I think just simply out of the respect of the Super Nintendo, they would not name the next console the Super Switch.
I don't think that's going to happen. Listen,
I think they're gonna.
No bullshit. Like if they did name it, I think it's a cool fucking name. I don't think it's the most effective name for them moving forward. I don't, but I think it's a cool name. And I think that's why, of course, everybody's going to think that's the cooler name. I'm looking at it from like, if the Switch is if that's the definitive Nintendo system moving forward. And I think with the fact that it's a hybrid console at home, you can take it on the go. I don't see how that's not going to be something that they're going to utilize in the future. So if the Switch is their thing moving forward, calling this the Switch 2, and then in 6, 7, 8 years, you're going to have the Switch 3 and the Switch 4. Like that's the way you do it. What's the next? Are they going to call it the Switch 64 after the Super Switch?
I just don't see Nintendo being okay with not innovating. I think that even if it's I wouldn't say it's ever going to be at their detriment, but if
Switch Vita.
Vita. I just don't see them I could see them doing one more Switch console and then wanting to move on to whatever they're doing. I mean,
that's very potential. There's
been a lot of rumors that they've been trying to figure out other technology, and there's the rumor about they patented some name for some new technology that has nothing to do with the Switch. And then we also, there's rumors at one point that the Switch is going to have it you could connect multiple monitors to each other. I don't think that's going to happen with the next Switch, but I do think that they're trying to work on something new, and I think the Switch just makes sense because at this point the console is struggling to keep up with games now, and I think the emergence of DLSS with NVIDIA kind of is their ticket to going, okay, cool, we can release another console with DLSS, we can keep up with the current games, we can then, because I think one of the things that they're losing out on is third-party games, because they have to okay, how do we make this work on the Switch when it'll run on the Xbox?
No, don't do it.
Run on the PC,
no, don't do it, Mike. Don't even do it.
If that's the case with the hardware, then they're going to have to go back to a 2-console system where they have a singular mobile console.
No, that's the thing. They're just going to release a game that can run it at 1080p at 60 frames a second. It's going to have a lot more hardware, and it's going to utilize DLSS.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit, I remember this game, dude.
Nobody's
they
listening to anything
hybrid.
on the panel
keep
saying
a hybrid model.
When somebody else is talking, no one else is listening to you. They're all watching the fucking video.
That's right. I'm okay with that. I was watching the video too. But
I forgot about this.
Ultimately, they're going to use I think it's just going to be a hardware upgrade.
This unlocks some memories, bro. That's kind of trippy, man. I probably haven't even thought about that game until the last time I fucking played it as a kid.
Oh shit, dude!
Dude, look at that.
The Jungle Book, bro.
I just want to watch this whole. How long is this video, Craig?
Looks like it's about an hour long.
Oh,
all the comments are gonna be, all they did was watch old games the whole time. Is this what this show's become?
We're 40 minutes in, and all we've done is argue about a name and then watch this.
Yes. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. This may be the best video on the internet. I'm just telling you.
Dan Bass just said, "When I'm not here, they talk about actual gaming."
Man, look at that on the right. Look at that. Look at that Jurassic Park. You going straight Doom over here.
Dude,
isn't that amazing?
No, somebody see if you can pull up the Jurassic Park interactive on the Panasonic 3DO and look at that one, dude.
I'm not doing that.
No, leave this. I'm just saying someone else, but that was a cool one right there, man. But to close up the Nintendo Switch discussion, I plan on making that. I'm taking over Nintendo YouTube, man. I'm gonna start making Nintendo videos on this channel. We're taking over Nintendo YouTube. RGT, I'm coming for you, man. Yeah, you're the top Nintendo YouTuber. You won't follow me back on Twitter. I'm taking over as the top Nintendo video maker now for YouTube. It's over, RGT. All right, this is your punishment for not following me back. Okay, so there we go. I want to watch this video so bad. I don't even want to talk.
Real quick, I do have a question. I've been wanting to ask Rippa this. Oh shit, dude.
Listen to the music. This is so
That's
great.
wild, bro. Are you gonna get in trouble for the music?
No. Hey, by the way,
Nah,
so
no.
I don't know if we're coming through in stereo, but in my ears, on the left side, my left ear is the NES, the right ear is the Super Nintendo, so you can actually both sides of it.
Last Action Hero, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh man, crazy stuff.
It pains me to ask you to stop sharing this, man, because this is so great.
I will not do that. You have to remove it.
Chat, you just want us to stay on while we're talking? Is that what you want, chat?
Don't talk to anybody. Just stop talking.
Just stop talking. Yeah, we'll go full Hassan. We'll just all leave, and our chairs will be right here, and we'll be playing that video.
Little lemmings.
All right, they want it to stay on. People want it to stay on, so we'll mute and we'll just talk. So we'll mute that.
Right.
So we'll just. Leave
I'm only
that
here
blank.
for another 15 minutes, so you guys need to.
Mike,
I'll send you
get
the
it
code.
ready.
Yeah.
Get it ready, Mike. All right, let's read. Zanaximus has a 50. Let's get that. A couple super chats, Beardo.
Here we go. Let me go ahead and find it here.
What up, Zanaximus?
Zanaximus with a $50 for Craig and any other big fans of Mario Brothers 3. Check out the recent full release of the ROM hack Mario Adventure 3. It's extremely well done with new ways to use most of the power-ups and pretty interesting levels.
Awesome. Dude, that sounds great. I'll definitely check that out, Zanaximus. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you on the show.
Thank you for the $50.
The panel question, and for chat: Super Mario World or Super Mario 3?
Super Mario 3.
Super Mario World. It's World. World's the better one. They're both phenomenal. There's no wrong answer here, by the way, but Super Mario World introduced Yoshi, bro.
Now, Mario 3 was going to introduce Yoshi. They just didn't have the technical limitations. You know,
man. I see a split in the chat. I guess we got to put the poll right there. So
yeah,
here
fuck
we go.
that lizard, man. No, Super Mario 3.
Fuck the porcupines, man.
Mario.
Yeah, porcupines.
Work at them.
No.
Super Mario 3. So the chat is having a big fight right now, and I like that. I like when that happens. So there you go. There's the poll. Boom. There you go, chat.
Oh.
Let us know. I think this is going to be pretty close.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, they're both classic games.
There's no wrong answer. There's truly not a wrong answer there.
You know what? You know what would be an amazing release for Nintendo, which I don't know how close they are to the next. I think what are we on the 35-year anniversary of Mario or 40th year or whatever it is coming up. I would love to see.
Well, the 35th. We just had a 35th, right?
Did we? Was it 35?
I think it was 35. Yeah.
Well, I would love to see Nintendo make a remake of like they did with Super Mario All-Stars with the OG 1, 2, 3 and World, but with Mario Wonder graphics. I would love that. I think that'd be really, really fun to see.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I mean, listen, I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. I mean, so they came out with the 3D All-Stars, and they literally did nothing to 64 at all. Like they did no scaling or nothing. You're like, what the fuck are you doing, Nintendo? But I mean, it's Nintendo. What do you expect? So I will say, I wish they would release Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Switch, so you could play with the Pro Controller. Because I hate the Wiimote. I hate it. I can't stand it. It's the worst thing ever. But yeah, Super Mario World is winning 58%. So, but that's again, there's no wrong answer there at all. None. All right. So thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate it. There is something we have to discuss. Ubisoft has canceled press previews for Assassin's Creed Shadows. So I will read this since we're not going to we're going to keep sharing the screen because the audience gets what the audience wants around here. Earlier today, Ubisoft canceled its online appearance at the Tokyo Game Show due to various circumstances. That's in quotation marks. However, Insider Gaming has learned that Ubisoft has canceled its press previews for Assassin's Creed Shadows. According to various sources, the Assassin's Creed Shadows press previews were scheduled to take place next week. The embargo date for the previews would be announced then. At the time of writing, Assassin's Creed Shadows is still scheduled to release on November 12th, 2024. However, the recent announcements may suggest that the game might be delayed. Insider Gaming reached out to Ubisoft for comment, but as of yet, they have yet to reply on the cancellation of the previews, but did not offer comment on the cancellation of the Tokyo Game Show. Earlier today, Ubisoft announced in a statement about the Tokyo Game Show, "We regret to inform you that due to various circumstances, we have decided to cancel our online participation in Tokyo Game Show 2024, which was scheduled to start at 3 p.m. on September 26th. The statement reads, "We apologize for the short notice. We sincerely apologize to everyone who was looking forward to the broadcast." So what do you guys think about all this? Do you think that this game is going to get delayed? Because that seems to be the popular opinion, is that they're going to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows into 2025. What say you, Savvy?
If they delay it, it would just kill any of the hype that they had, what little hype that they had. There is nothing that they can do to fix what they've done. They can't change up the protagonist because then they'd have to fire everyone. They could possibly make some graphical updates because if you watch their latest trailer, they have the moonwalking horse, the katana doesn't fit in the sheath, and then there's a ton of other issues. And if that was the best that they had to show, that's embarrassing. They need an entire year and staff who know what they're doing. But speaking of staff, how many people do you think are working on Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Too many.
Yeah, I mean,
throw out a number because I want to see if anybody knows.
300.
I'm guessing it's probably like 150 people.
I was going to say 200.
They probably pulled from other audience or other
studios,
teams and studios, to bring them in.
So you guys are saying max 300?
Yeah.
Think bigger.
Yeah, I was about to say, because a lot of these recent games, these recent titles, like especially when it's their flagship title, like Assassin's Creed is for Ubisoft, like a lot they have sub teams. They usually have like an A team or a B team, and for the flagship titles, they bring in both teams to work on it.
How many do you think, Beardo? Then
I'm gonna guess 800.
So you're all wrong. Think bigger and guess again.
Holy shit!
2,000.
What?
1,500.
Keep going.
5,000.
No fucking way.
3,000.
3,000
people working on this game
are supposedly credited to working on this game. The previous game had about 2,000 people.
What the fuck are
So
they doing?
3,000 people,
bro?
and this is what we get.
I'm not surprised. I'm not
Concord.
surprised.
What was Concord had credits for? I
was gonna say that's how you get a 36-minute ending sequence in a game,
yeah,
right?
So
right.
I mean that for sure is not. I don't want to say it's not surprising, but that's still a fucking amazing when you hear it out loud. 3,000
people will be terminated from their jobs basically after this, because even if it did sell out, that's still so much bloat.
Yeah, I think Savvy's right though. I think what they're gonna do, if they do delay it, is it's just gonna be to get it as technically sound as they can, because they know that they're already gonna take a bunch of shit for everything else. So
there's no
if they release
on that.
Yeah, so they know if we release a buggy mess, we're just going to get absolutely destroyed. You know, so I think that they're going to try to update it and make it as technically sound as they can before they release the game, if they delay it. So,
I just want to point out that 3,000 people, right? Is that what you said, Savvy?
Yeah, roughly.
And like I said, BattleBit remastered a game that came out a year or two ago. Small indie. I think it had 2 or 3 guys working on it completely. 2 or 3 dudes working on it. Like, again, this is absolute nonsense. This is the same problem that Jack Dorsey Twitter had. You got 90% of this fucking staff are just like there, and it's like, what are we doing? You know, like that is insane. You just need to get quality right in there, and you can maximize quality.
The saddest part is the people who they do hire aren't there to work on the actual project. I talked about their production manager. The very first thing that he did by his own admission was, quote unquote, put together Ubisoft Pride or Ubi Proud or whatever the heck it is. But he's wrong because he didn't put it together. That's something that had already been there. But he said his focus was, I couldn't not join a studio and not rally the gays.
Oh, God.
So that's who's working on the game. He's not excited to work on the next Assassin's Creed. He's not excited to focus on the project and do the best work that he can. He's excited to pat himself on the fucking back.
So let's just do some basic math here real fast. Okay. Let's say you have 3,000 people. 3,000 people are realistically working on this game. Okay. Now, the average developer will make a very low end 100K, 120K. Let's be very, very conservative with our estimates here, right? But not everybody in this 3,000 is going to be making that, right? So you're going to have your testers, and some people make 50. Let's just ballpark it. Let's just say everybody who worked in this game on average, let's just say an average salary of $75,000 annually.
55 would be a better one.
Okay.
Go do that one instead.
Let's go $55,000 times 3,000 people. Okay. Now, once again, this is not including any sort of insurance, any sort of perks, office space, anything like that. Okay. So 55,000 times 3,000 is $165 million. Okay. Yep. That's at $55,000. Let's multiply that. Let's say the development cycle on it was 4 years. Okay. Times 4. That means the price, the development price of Assassin's Creed Shadow is $660 million to develop that game, with a 4-year development cycle, with 3,000 people making only $55,000 a year. Okay. So let's see how many copies they need to sell to break even. Okay. That's the big thing. So let's just say each game is $60. They sell them to retailers for $50.
It'll be 70.
Okay. Well,
it'll be a $70 game.
Okay. Sounds good. Then we'll divide it by 60. Okay. So you need to sell, in order to break even, 11 million copies of this game to break even.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's not gonna.
Well, it's the same problem that's all across the board. Like Hollywood's dealing with the same damn issue. Everybody's like mainstream is dealing with the same sort of issue, where you have like just a massive amount of bloat. You have an extreme amount of fake ass jobs and people that probably should not be there, half ass workers. And yeah, it makes for just bad budgeting, bad money, bad economics all around. And yeah, it's not at all surprising, but I think this is sort of what we anticipate with just the mainstream entertainment right now. And I do believe, though, the inspiring thing, especially with gaming. I mean, you brought up the whole battle bit thing, and we just watched to open the show some independent developer that's giving it a shot, trying to do something. I think there's a lot of opportunity. I've even been doing my research on a lot of this stuff, because obviously with Riververse we've entertained this idea. It's a lot more affordable than you may think to actually make a comparable competitive like game. When I say competitive, I'm not saying that the game itself needs to be competitive, like in terms of the player base. I'm just referring to like it being in the market and actually people wanting it. It's a lot more affordable than fucking $300, $400, $500, $600 million. That's for fucking sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, keep in mind, this is so compared to, because once again, AAA studios and how big these fucking studios are, 3,000 people working on one game. Larian Studios went from 150 to 400 people to make Baldur's Gate 3. And that game is considered, remember, because the developers, the games journalists were like, don't expect this kind of quality from other AAA studios. Nobody else out there has the ability to do this. Nobody's making games like this, okay? They went from 150 to 400 to make sure that the game stayed the size they wanted it to. And that's 400 people versus 3,000 for one fucking game that might get delayed. It's wild. And Baldur's Gate sold over 10 million copies already.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the game industry and entertainment as a whole is the poor leadership that is making games for investors, because the investors give them the upfront cash, basically. And then the leadership gets the bonus. And then it doesn't matter what happens from there. So they hire all of the ESG positions to get the tax breaks to look good to the investors. And then they have the blow, and then suddenly the game is costing more, but they've hired people who have no idea what they're doing. And then because of Western business practices, the people who did make the studio what it was were terminated or left on their own accord because working conditions were no longer favorable, or they went off to go make their own thing. It sucks.
Legit question. If you were to make Mortal Kombat 2 today, how many people, let me switch over here real quick. How many, look at the total number of people who worked on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have people who work, it was really made of a team of, and these executive producers, they're just overseeing. So you had 5 people mainly build Mortal Kombat 2, one of the greatest fighting games ever, right? That and John Vogel just does additional graphics. If you were to make that game in 2024, how many people would it take to make Mortal Kombat?
Man, 600 minimum, man. You got to have a fake job for the fake job, a manager for the managers, the catering department, all these motherfuckers. Like, it's just like, yeah, if you go look at some of the credits and you go look at some of these jobs, I think me and Ash did that for some of these games that are coming out, and it's like, or these movies especially, and you see all these job listings, and you know that person was standing around not doing jack shit. They weren't doing a motherfucking thing, man. But you know, that's 2024 and beyond, man. This is what we're getting with mainstream entertainment. It's just straight up bloat. It's only because they can technically afford it. It's investors, it's bankers. But I do wonder, like, how long this shit is gonna last, because I mean, I think in the last years we've seen a lot of, I mean, nobody's setting out to lose damn near $500 million. You know what I mean? Like, which is what we've seen with some of these movies, and Concord in the case of $400,000. Like, that ain't nothing to sneeze at, bro. Like, even if you got the money to shit, that's still a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. So I do wonder how long they can keep this shit up.
So I think it'll be another. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Savvy. No, go ahead, Savvy.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, I think it's gonna be another 2 or 3 years that we see the backlog getting released, but everything happens in cycles. So the current
400 million. My bad. I'm chest correct. If I said 400,000, I meant 400 million.
Can't even fathom that much. Damn.
Yeah.
But
I know, right?
yeah, no, it's everything happens in cycles, from society to the way that, you know, empires come and fall and whatever, and the same thing is happening in entertainment. All of these AAA studios, they've just built up from their little dinky positions. They were once quote unquote indie. Now they are big, and now they're collapsing because they're stupid.
Right.
Fine, whatever. Yeah. But then we see all these indie people either getting bought out or having extreme success. Pal World, I guess technically Helldivers, the makers of Stellar Blade and Nikkei, you know, these were small groups that are either getting bought out or just having success on their own. So while our AAA studios are failing and missing the mark, others are filling the role. And that's just what's going to happen, because humans are so predictable. Everything will just keep happening in cycles. So we'll still get good games. It's just we kind of have to accept that maybe for a little bit, the IPs that we love are just going to have to be replaced.
So there's been an ongoing discussion in the last little bit about toxic positivity. You know, when it came to Concord, people were talking about the toxic positivity and the people's inability to say no when it comes to video game development. And you know, this. By the way, we've looped the video now. I just want to give you a heads up, but we can continue to keep it on. Of course we have, and that's fine. But this toxic positivity, because everyone is afraid to say no for whatever reason. And I am a firm believer that there's an opportunity right there to come in. And so I have a business proposal for literally everybody right now on this panel. And that is, I want to create a consultancy firm that goes in and says no. And it's called TNT, the No Team. We go in and we say no to all these horrible ideas, and we are not afraid to get rid of people and Elon Musk these companies and slice 80% to where you don't have credits that are 36 minutes long. You have credits that are 2 minutes long that allow you to go through and give people the shine they deserve. But I think there's a tremendous opportunity there, and I'm offering this business opportunity up to everybody. TNT, the No Team.
I'm down for it. I'm a dad. I'd say no all the time. I'm like,
yeah.
Nope.
If you're
Don't come in
serious,
here and
though,
ask me some
there's
stupid
companies that
fucking
do
question.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
a real thing.
I know.
On this point of, like, you know, like things that not having a huge development team, and I was looking up while this discussion was going on, but my most anticipated game of the year for personal reasons comes out in 2 days. And that would be this game right here, G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Look at here.
Dude, that looks sick.
Get the hell out of here, man. Let's go.
Look at that. Oh, dude, that's rad.
And I love all the little environmental details.
Yeah.
Look at my boy Cobra Commander.
Oh, that chair looks a little familiar.
It does look a little familiar. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people worked on this, but this is a small indie studio, and this looks great. And what is this going to sell 10 million copies? No, but
It doesn't need to.
It doesn't need
doesn't
to.
have to.
It needs
Well,
to.
you only
take
need
care
to do that when you're
Yeah.
spending fucking $400 million. That's
Exactly.
when you need to sell that many
Exactly.
copies.
Like what this will do is this will make the fan base happy. It will make the studio a profit, and it will give them the funds to make another product moving forward. That's the name of the game right there. I don't know how much. And we'll see how the game plays. I mean, look, what was the G.I. Joe game that came out a few years ago? Somebody on the chat will remind me. I played it. I hated it, but I loved what they were doing with the Joes, but the gameplay was horrible. And then the developer contacted me when they heard my criticisms, and they were like, "Hey, we appreciate your feedback. We wanted to get with you and see if we could get some pointers from you." And so I appreciated that. That was cool. So, I had them. We actually had them on the channel and everything like that. But it was not a good game at all. It was a very bad game. But with that said, we'll see how this one goes. This is not a complicated structure. It's 2D side scroller beat 'em up, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's my most anticipated game of the year. Operation Blackout. That's it. Shadow 77. Operation Blackout. It was not good. That was a really, really bad game. But yeah, so simplicity is the name of the game. Not in terms of just video games, but like movies and television. Simplicity, man. Like, that's all we're really looking for. It doesn't take a lot to make fans happy, as long as you're respecting the source material and things like that.
It's not difficult. Like, it's really not. Like, the difficulty is in knowing how to execute it well. But even that, once you learn how to do it, you can do it. But I was just gonna say too, for like video games and stuff, and I know Craig's got to get going soon. They don't have the luxury of being able to make a video game in like a year unless you really have everything maybe locked down, you really know what you're doing, and you're reusing old assets. But like trying to make a new game on a new engine and stuff, it takes a little bit of time. So that's the other thing too, is when you're looking at $100-200 million and stuff, they're not going to receive a return on that investment right away. Whereas like with movies and stuff, you can rush them. You can rush a movie. You can cut corners. There's things that you can do to make something get out faster. We've already seen how they, like Disney, Pixar, have been running their special effects studios into the ground because these guys are working nonstop like that. You can't do that with a video game. I mean, you can, but it takes so much time to do. And so that's the other thing is like movies, they can turn and burn so fast that they're not going to see the hit right away. Whereas with video games, it's like one flops, well, now you have another 5-6 years to make your next game, and you have to figure out how to survive that level of time and that big of a loss over that amount of time.
Yeah.
So
Star Wars Theory says Jer is sad the Rey movie's on hold. We got a celebrity in the house, everybody. Star Wars Theory. What up, Theory? So I am sad because I want to make content out of it. So yes, I am sad. I'm very sad. Our boy Star Wars Theory's in the house. So what up, Theory? But real quick before I apologize for missing this earlier to Unicycle Peon over on Rumble. This might be the best super chat of the night so far. $50. Yep.
Let's go.
Says, if Nintendo USA has any DEI pansexuals with any say so, they probably want to call it the Switch hitter.
Damn, that's pretty fucking good.
That's really good.
Holy shit.
Oh man, good shit right there. So
all right, I gotta bounce.
You gotta get out of here.
I do. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you guys. Pleasure talking with everybody. We'll see you guys soon.
Have fun with your Jake Gyllenhaal hour.
Hey, appreciate that. We'll see you guys later. We're closing in on 100K.
Subscribe to Side Scrollers. They're almost at 100K. So let's go. What's the name of that channel, Craig?
Side Scrollers Podcast, I believe is what it's called.
Channel, the one that played the video games.
Oh,
yeah, you fucking cocky bitch.
Not you.
I already told you I thought you were giving me a great opportunity to be.
It was like retro comparisons. That's what it was.
Retro comparisons.
Yeah. Everyone go subscribe to retrocomparisons.com.
Fuck off.
Oh shit. Take it easy, Craig. How we going, brother? Y'all drop his link in the chat for Side Scroll.
Bye, Craig.
He deserved it, didn't he? Disney?
Yeah.
Kinda. I think he deserves it.
Every now and then.
I dropped a link in the private chat, by the way, Jeremy, if you want to share that at some point.
Can you you can share it right now if you want, and I'll just share your video. I'm trying to find this video that he was sharing. That is the greatest video in the. Oh, you got PlayStation versus Dreamcast.
What are we doing?
What?
This is courtesy of 1-800-DANKEY.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
For some sort of record. Dante rates us 8 minutes of just starting. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. You just 8 minutes. 8 minutes of just starting. 3 minutes of just starting. Shut the fuck up!
Poor retard, man.
Beardo. Hey, Beardo. Hey, Beardo.
This is my just stream. Be quiet. This is the Bearded Society. And the 9-time Pokemon League champion. Every single fucking region there is. You start a YouTube channel and you fucking do your own stream.
Hey, Beardo. Hey, Beardo.
Oh,
Beardo.
man.
Beardo.
Sure.
Why do you have a little towel there just ready to go?
That was the number one question.
It's my sweat rag.
It's the same one.
Yeah,
it's
my
the same
sweat
one.
rag.
He didn't wash it.
When I'm feeling sweaty, I do that when I'm sweaty.
Bro, he had that ready to fucking go so
my sweat
fast,
rag.
bro.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. Let's knock out a couple of these super chats, and then we will continue on. Davish, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. We appreciate it.
Thanks. Here we go.
That
We got
Dreamcast
Elite
looks really
Neo with a $50. Hey, Jeremy, check out the image I emailed you and DM'd you. Imagine if the Switch followed a naming scheme like that. Also, looks like Hurricane Helen has tracked even further east from us. Prayer for our neighbors in the Big Bend, though.
Yeah, I actually want to talk about that really quickly. Before I do that, Alec
holy
Baldwin's
shit.
finger with a proper 199.
Whoa! And he says nothing.
Hey,
No
the same. No, the same.
Alec Baldwin's finger with a proper 199. Jeremy.
The same rules apply for here that apply to Cobra Cast. Proper 199s. We play the video. You ready for the video?
Should I do it?
Do not come.
I'm gonna do it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
God damn, bro. I'm gonna come.
He's the most memeable person to ever live, dude. It's just
wild, dude.
There's nothing that man can do that's just not pure embarrassing. It's just like,
Well, bro, even with
he does the stupid shit, and you're like, oh, he's so funny.
Even when he's in like the press box and the guy's flipping him off, he doesn't even flip him off proper. His hands like this.
It's so good.
He's just like
It's like a stealth one. He's just like, hey.
Man's just doing shit to do it, man.
It's fantastic, man. All right, thank you, ABF. Appreciate you. But yes, as far as the hurricane goes, so I live in the Panhandle, and it looks like that it's going to miss us. It's heading towards kind of like Tallahassee, Gainesville, all of that. It might hit the Tampa area. I'm just telling you, based on the numbers and based on what they say that storm is, if you're in the line, dude, don't fuck around with that. I mean, this thing could be a Cat 4, and that is some serious shit right there, man. So I've been monitoring that a lot. What's his name? Ryan Hall, y'all, that guy, the weather dude on YouTube. He's just been crushing it. And I would say check out his coverage because that guy crushes it over there. But yeah, man, this thing is no joke, and it's moving very fast, which is the best part of it right now is that it's moving fast. It's a fast-moving system. You don't want a slow-moving system because then once it gets over land, it just kind of just sits there and lingers, and that's where you get a lot of the tornadoes and stuff like that. So stay safe, everybody, if you're in the line of that storm because that thing looks brutal. So,
if you want to share a quick image of just its expected path right now, I took a little screen cap of it. It's in the private chat.
In the private chat? Okay, let's see.
It's just that way, like, people can see what the latest update is.
Yeah, let's see here. Boom. So there you go, right there. So that is around the Tallahassee area. That's a little east of Tallahassee, I think. So actually, no, that's right on Tallahassee is where it's heading. So yeah, let me blow that image up a little bit because I don't know if everybody can see it. There we go. So
Tallahassee's right in the middle. I just zoomed in on the actual map.
Yeah. So that's and this storm is going to hit. This storm is as big as it's bigger than the state of Florida. It's a huge storm. It's huge. But obviously the center of circulation is going to be, I don't know how far out it goes, but yeah, man, it's crazy stuff right there. So yeah, we will keep an eye on that and we'll see. All right, Beardo, let's read some more.
Yeah. We got Kevin Hunt.
Oh, boy.
What's up, Kevin?
Kevin super chat.
With the $50.
Kevin. Oh, Kevin.
Savvy, can you shave your bush? I have ball cancer. Male clippings. I think she's going for a record or something. Thank you, Kevin, for the $50.
Bushcast.
Yay, Bushcast.
God dang, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
I have one thing to say about Kevin's super chat. One thing and one thing only.
Oh, no! I thought you were going to play Kurt Herbstreit.
Oh, man. Crazy
Flag
stuff.
Ninja with the $10. Savvy's bush hairs are thicker than Beardo's legs. Jeez Louise.
Valkyria.
So much competition.
Valkyria Winter for 50 on
50.
Rumble. Beardo, love you, mate. You mad Viking. Though Savvy is hotter, but still, mate, you are special to all of us. Hail to you all. IDOTS and the 199. Ooh-woo, and as always from me, skull. So give the ooh-woo and give the skull. Beardo, you do the skull, and Savvy do the
Are you ready,
ooh-woo.
Savvy? You go first. Skull.
There we go.
That was so fucking gay. Dave Chandler with a $50. Pizza night with Geeks and Gamers is my nirvana.
That's what's up. That's
Hell
what
yeah.
we like
Thank
to hear.
You, Dave Chandler with the 50.
That's what we like to hear. And really quick, we have 1 week. So the IDOT campaign, we have a new IDOT campaign. We have the Halloween edition IDOT of the 199.
Boom.
Rise of the IDOTs. That is the Halloween shirt. Let me see if I can click on this. There you go, right there. So you see the image. That is a cool ass design right there.
Love it.
So if you're interested, you can go over to 221B. Let's see, Canman and the mods have links. I will pin that post right now. Boom. So you've got till
week.
You got October 1st, and then it's done. October 1st, and that's it. We've got hoodies, t-shirts. You got a combo package if you want. You all know that when you get stuff from 221B, which I'm rocking a 221B shirt right now, by the way. But when you get stuff from 221B, it's good, high quality. And everybody that's gotten stuff from us in the past knows that, but that is a badass design right there. And I'm really happy with the crew that's put that together and looking forward to seeing you guys rock that. And then after that, there's going to be like a collection of like IDOT stuff, man. It's going to be, we got something planned for Christmas, and we're going to come out with the standard IDOT design as well. So again, there you go. Appreciate you guys, and the link is there in the comment section. All right, Beardo, what we got next?
Sure. We can get some super chats here. By the way, Krista did post that park hopping video.
Okay,
so
we'll push people over there
cool.
And check that out.
Andre CR with a $5,000. This episode of Tuesday Night's Main Event is sponsored by Manscaped. The Lawn Mowed Down Super 3000 is out now with adamantium blades that won't bust even after trimming Savvy's bush. Use code BeardoFat at checkout. Thank you, Andre CR.
Just shots at both.
Let's go.
I'm going to unironically try to get them to sponsor me.
Oh my God. Unironically, huh? Ministry of Wrong Think with a $10. Asmongold in his Concord in quotes Concord situation is so much worse. Video 1 minute in says he's received info that led me to believe the valuation of Concord was substantially higher than the reported $400 million.
Yeah,
It wouldn't surprise me.
I haven't looked too far into that story because I've had some other stuff that I've been focused in on. So that I mean, obviously I'm familiar with the reported budget of $400 million. This whole thing is a fucking disaster. Again, we just got done talking about insane video game budgets and things are out of control. And the fact that this Concord game was on the market for less than 2 weeks and reportedly had this type of budget, maybe even more, and Sony had to scrap it because no one cared. Where is the oversight? Where is the oversight? How did these things happen? This thing had 8 years to develop. 8 fucking years.
Well, that speaks to the problem right there. And this is what the point that I brought up there. It's like the issue with entertainment right now is it runs so deep. I mean, I know surface level, it's easy. We point to like these individual creators that will say dumb shit online, and that's the easy target. And not to say that they aren't part of the problem, because obviously they are. The fact that they're able to run amok is more or less the true issue. And that shows that there's a leadership issue top to bottom within these companies. Now, we talked about this whole toxic positivity, which was being sort of reported. And I think that's certainly what you see with the issues with HR departments and all this shit, where people are just, for various reasons. Sometimes it's they don't want to be disliked, but other times it's ideological. They don't want to be seen as the person that denied some female's request or something. They don't want to come off as misogynistic. So what happens is that you create this unfortunately, this sort of hive mind where even if they don't agree with what's going on, they're still going on with it because they'd rather something get ran to the fucking ground as opposed to be called those various names that I just mentioned. So it runs 100%. Very, very deep, man, and it's fucked. And this is why I think it is such an issue that's so difficult to solve, just because it's layers to it. It ain't just the individual creators, it's the leaders, it's their leaders. They're all fucking in on the sham here.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like to Ripa's point too, like especially in the entertainment industry, you know, you get a problem where you have people or had people at one point that were willing to say, no, that's a stupid fucking idea. Get out of my face. And it hurt your feelings. Like that was one of the number one things in
and this is what I mean, look, when you are a leader per se, especially in a business, you have to be the bad guy sometimes. Like, and you're going to be portrayed that way. I mean, we talked about this before with the comics and Jim Shooter. If you remember those old days where people thought like people talk about him from an editorial perspective, he was a hard ass. They didn't like working with him. He also facilitated the most successful era of Marvel comics ever. Right? Yeah. You need a guy like that. You need guys like that that are part of your team if you're going to be great. And yeah, sometimes they're not going to be liked. They're going to be those that are like, I don't like working with the person tells me no, they're hard ass. It's necessary. Every successful business needs that person or group of people.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. Jack Nicholson, baby. Let's go.
Like, I mean, dude, I mean, even to a point, like the Vince McMahon, bro, like it didn't matter whether or not he made great decisions or not. The decisions ran through him, and everything lived or died based on his decisions.
Leadership fucking matters. Leadership fucking matters.
He told, like, how many people would go, yo, I would have never made this decision on my own. I went to Vince. He said, fuck you. We're not doing that. Or other people where he said yes, and then skyrocketed their career. What happens? The side of it that's the problem is when they don't get told no in their personal life about different things. But that's a separate issue. It doesn't mean that they're not a good business person. They're not making good decisions. And they got rid of a lot of guys just on the merit of, oh, well, I don't like, he's mean to me. He said a mean thing to me one time. And it's like, okay, cool. Is he a good leader? Is he making good business decisions? And now they have a bunch of people that don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. They don't want to tell anybody no. You know, there's, like I said, there was a report a while ago from a guy who was a writer within like a studio. And he was talking about how he just goes in his office, closes his fucking door because he doesn't want to talk to anybody because he runs into the wrong person and he tells them no or tells them their ideas suck or tells them they're a bad writer. They're going to claim it's racism or sexism or some other ism, and he's going to get fired and they're going to hire somebody else that's a yes man that doesn't say this shit to people. And that's why we're where we are right now, man. And now they're losing fucking money hand over fist because the infrastructure of their company doesn't work.
Yeah. This is why we have the retard resource groups and the stupid feminists who come in saying shit like, you deserve to be heard. You should definitely speak up more.
Some people don't deserve to. That's the harsh reality. They don't deserve to be heard. Their ideas are dog shit. And if they are going to be heard, their ideas should be absolutely fucking rejected. right? I mean,
Yeah.
and you gotta have people within your company to be able to say, fuck no, this is a retarded idea. I mean, guys, I know that, I mean, it's still nerd culture. It's not necessarily gaming stuff. I don't know if guys been following my channel on what the fuck's happening right now with Fantastic Four and Johnny fucking a goddamn book,
bro.
right? Like, so that's not just a decision made on behalf of the writer, right? It's like, no, it's like leadership. It's the editorial, it's the associate editor, it's the lead editor, it's the editor in chief. All of them saw that and said, ship it. Ship it. That's a fantastic idea. Makes no fucking sense, but ship it. That's your problem. Nobody's saying, hey, guys, this is a stupid fucking idea. We need to make some adjustments here, and let's go back to the drawing board, maybe sort of rehash this idea. Maybe we don't throw it all the way away, but we at least have to adjust this. It seems like in modern, like mainstream sort of entertainment, none of that conversation is being had at all.
Yep. And then the other side of it too is like, with as long as there's an exception, because there's always competition and stuff. In this exception, like I use WWE, they don't really have any competition. Like they do a little bit more now, but they didn't before. So you didn't really have a place to go. But in normal entertainment and stuff where there is competition, you get enough doors slammed in your face, a strong person will go, fuck it, I'll do it my goddamn self because I'm sick of having doors slammed in my face. And then they'll make their own thing. And if it's really good and everybody passed up on it, guess what?
Speak to it. Yeah, there it is.
Yep. Everybody looks stupid for
and that's
passing
great,
up on that
right?
decision.
That's awesome.
100%.
Like that's what we love seeing. That a lot of ideas, great ideas, are birthed out of that. But that's the problem with these ideologues is they don't want to ever do that. They need to be attached to something that has a whole lot of money being kind of funneled into it, or it's a property that already exists, because at least people will give it sort of the time of day. They know if they come up with these dog water ass ideas and they try to create it, a new IP or a new property on their own, it's DOA. It's fucking DOA. They can't possibly do it. So we think of them as stupid. And I guess in some capacity they are, but they're at least smart enough to understand that in order for this to be seen, it has to go through either a company that has a lot of money to lose or a property that already exists.
Yep.
So I think the fascinating part to that is they're not smart enough to realize that that's the reason. They just want the validation of the IP adopting their bullshit.
Great point. Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's like they're not even that smart. Like you're giving them almost too much credit.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, one thing, there was kind of it was on a point that Ripa was making is kind of a shift a little bit, but you're talking about like the whole like deserve to be heard bullshit. And I want to give you a classic example of it because it reminded me of something. So I posted this earlier on Twitter. I made a video talking about the Andy Pants situation, Andy Pants Gaming, and how he tried to take down Actman's video. And I think everybody here probably remembers that. So I posted this on Twitter, and he commented on my video where I slammed him. Okay. Now I pinned his comment. Look what I said. Going to pin your comment here because you deserve to be heard. Now I mean that because I'm talking shit about him. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I said, but learn from this. Don't ever false flag another creator. Do you know what this bitch did? He deleted his fucking comment because my comment section was destroying him. Okay. So nobody deserves to be fucking heard at the end of the day. If you're a little bitch, you don't deserve to be heard. This Andy Pants Gaming dude is a fucking fraud. Okay. He just is. I know he makes videos that people like, and that's not to say you can't like his videos. Just understand he's a fucking fraud. Okay, this dude is a fucking clown beyond
fuck
belief.
him.
This dude, I look at him posting this pro-Trump shit on his timeline, trying to be like a base. You are not fucking based. This dude makes Star Wars Explained look like a fucking alpha. Okay, like this dude is pathetic. So
Everybody
this whole thing.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, at the end of the day, if you want to unify fandom, keep fucking false flagging people because you're unifying people. 100%, dude. This guy is so fucking pathetic, and it pisses me off. That again, I decided I pinned your comment. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna pin your comment. I want people to hear what you have to say. He got annihilated. You know why he got annihilated? Because he keeps saying I'm new to this. Motherfucker's been around since 2017.
Yeah,
but he keeps saying he's new to this YouTube stuff. He's not new to shit. He had 160,000 subscribers on his his new YouTube channel. So no, he's not new to anything.
That only works if you're fucking cute.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not a hot chick. Okay.
Sorry, guys, I'm new to this. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Y'all know what to do with people like that, man. What a fucking loser.
And I will just say this, to Actaman's credit, like he did reach out to me and thanked me for having his back, and he acknowledged that me and you don't see eye on a lot of that stuff, and that's cool. But like, so, you know, and I was like, hey man, no problem. You know, if you gotta, when somebody's being done wrong, you gotta call it out. Like false flagging is absolute bullshit, and that's one thing that's a hill I'm willing to die on, is the false flagging bullshit. So Star Wars Explained and Andy Pants Gaming bringing the internet together with false flagging people. But yeah, man, fuck these people, man. I never played Dinosaur. I never played this one.
So good.
And I loved this fucking movie, but I never played this game.
What I've noticed is that the Dreamcast looks light years better than the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
That is wild.
By the way, mods, if you can get this channel and drop the link every little bit, Retro Comparisons, I think they have like 100-something thousand subs. I mean, we are using their content, so feel free to, if anybody's looking for that channel, I think this is a great idea, just to play retro gaming every week while we're talking. It gives the audience like even
something to look at.
Something to look at. I think it's kind of cool. So it's a good idea. We're gonna keep doing that. I like it. But yeah, Dreamcast versus PS1, not a bad comparison. And there's a lot of games I'm seeing and I want to play as I see all of this. Now, the real question here is like, do you guys think that because of something like Concord, that obviously failed, then you have, Ubisoft actually, it looks like they're going to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows. We've seen other situations, the Dragon Age backlash is happening, the Acolyte that's getting canceled. What is the state of wokeness in entertainment right now? What is the state?
I know there's a lot of people that want to look at this positively, and I totally empathize with that because a lot of folks are over this bullshit. I just think that for various reasons, there's some bit that, yes, a lot of the stuff is already in the pipeline, right? Development. You talk about Concord or whatever the fuck, Dustborn or whatever it was. That was 8 years in development, right? Yeah. So there's other projects that are on the way that even if they were to course correct, you're not going to see it for another, several years. That said, I'm not so sure that, to me, I've seen no evidence that shows that they actually are changing. Everything that happens, especially in the mainstream, that people look at as a generally positive thing is an outlier. It's almost like something they either did on accident or that they kind of stumbled upon, right? And then they always seem to fuck it up on the follow-up anyway, which kind of shows that they ain't really about that. So I don't think, at least with mainstream, the positive thing, I think you're going to see a lot of indie projects that maybe have a lot of success.
Correct.
Which is great. But as far as the mainstream, I just do not see them like course correcting by any means. I think everything that they do is an outlier that we see as like success. Oh, it's that done right. It's just an outlier and nothing more.
That's good. That's good. That's a good take for sure.
Until the governments change and there's no ESG benefit, and that until investors stop relying on ESG scores, there will not be any change.
Yep. And then on my side of things, I think as the more indie developers, indie creators are finally making their way through, and they're picking up the market of people that has fallen away from all these fandoms and fallen away from these IPs, and you stop fucking selling to these companies. It does not matter how much they offer you. If you're making $100 million a year as a company and somebody offers you $1 billion, it's because they know that company will one day be making $1 billion. You gotta stop selling. Listen, they yell. I've been yelled at about this all the time. They're like, one day you'll sell out to Hollywood too. One day somebody will offer you $400 million for your company, and then you'll fucking sell out too. That's how it is. That's how the cycle goes. I'm like, no, go get fucked. Then we're not gonna do that anymore, because that's how they did it every time. They go, hey, wow, I really like what you're doing with these films. Here's all this money to come work for us for the rest of your life and make movies for us. And then you look at the quality of these movies. Listen, Spielberg is a fucking legend, but he's been producing a lot of stinkers lately, and it's partially because of all the influence from other studios. And you act like these people have carte blanche. They don't. They are told by producers what they can and can't do too. Just because they have a lot of influence, because they're legends, they still have to have to get their stuff approved by these studios. If you can do all of it and control all of it and control all the means, then it does not matter. Nobody can tell you what you can or can't do, and then you live and die by the market, which is how it's supposed to be in the first place. So you got to we got to stop selling out to these fucking people and do your own thing, man, because that's the best thing that you can do for the industry right now is actually be creative and be successful at your creativity. Because like Ripa said, the people that are out there right now destroying the fucking IPs you love cannot survive on their own. If they went out and started their own company and they pushed some movie out that's like all about, you know, a guy in a superhero in a wheelchair fucking trying to get up an exit ramp to try to fight some bad guy and shit, ain't nobody gonna watch it. Everybody's gonna laugh at them and they're gonna lose a bunch of money and then their fucking company will go under. That's how the market is supposed to work. So yeah, man, that's my side of it.
Epic Mike rant right there. You didn't even have to send any money for it. Look at there, man. Look at that.
For fucking free. This shit's for free.
But yes, I mean, ultimately, I do think that, do I think that we have reached peak wokeness? I think that that's a valid thing to think, but that doesn't mean that it's going anywhere. Just because it might have already peaked, it doesn't mean anything in terms of like, I don't think we're ever going to see wokeness completely out of the Hollywood world. I just don't. In the mainstream world.
They're too compromised, man. I think that's just the way that they are. I think this should be an expectation. They're going to lay more stinkers than solid ones. And again, the solid ones are just an outlier, right? It's not like, and this is why you'll get like a sequel to that thing. And then it's like, all the bullshit is in it. It's just, it's to be expected. But I love what Mike brought up about the whole not selling out thing, man. Like you see any success, and I'm speaking from experience. I say this all the time. Sure, we've made over $10 million in sales in 2 years, and I've turned down probably just as much money because they're gonna call. Like they're gonna call. They see anything making money, the shot callers are gonna call. They're gonna show some level of interest. They want to either invest, and you got to be able to say fucking no. And I think that's what's kind of stalled that progress there, especially in the independent sector, because even with what we see kind of even in the gaming, like small studio has a big hit, get bought out by some fucking other major company, and they're no longer like what was core to that company is no longer in existence. They basically took the money and fucking ran with it. And yeah, you're going to get those that say, who are you to say don't do that? Because, you know, this is life-altering money. This is generational wealth. And while that may be true, like Mike said, echoing the sentiment that I brought up many, many times, you got to understand it from an economic or business standpoint. And that is that if someone is willing to spend that much money on your property, they see a vision in which they can make that much money plus more, right? So you need to be looking at it through that lens. And sure, it may be a slower like growth. You might not get that instant gratification. You might not get that instant dub, but it's for sure worth it. It's going to be independent. Your success or failure is going to be largely determined by yourself, not these outliers, not anybody saying they don't like your shit or they don't like your politics. None of that fucking matters. The market will speak. And if they are into it, they're into it. To me, that is the way of the future. And that's going to be entertainment. If it's going to thrive in the West, it's going to come from the indies. I think it's an absolute fucking pipe dream. And no disrespect to some other colleagues out there that are on our side, a little corner of the internet, that are a lot more optimistic about this shit than I am. I just think you're delusional, being completely honest. When you see the track record of Hollywood and a lot of what the mainstream is doing, if there is going to be some sort of revitalization of like entertainment in the West, it's going to come from independent studios and companies making shit happen. It is not going to come from the mainstream. I think those days are long gone.
That's a good that's a very good point.
And there's also the moral aspect to it. You got to have a backbone. Yeah, money talks, but when you believe in something like in the Rippaverse and the Epic verse, and you have your moral you have your moral beliefs in what you believe is right and what you're doing, and you got to have the backbone to say no. Although you might have the immediate gratification with the money, you know that your shit's going to be compromised if you sell out. Whereas if you stay independent and you're believing in what you literally fucking created and what you're trying to create, you got to have the backbone and moral. You got to have your moral superiority as a creator to say, no, I believe in what I'm doing. This is why I started it in the first place. I'm not going to fucking sell out and listen to you and then have you come in and compromise and poison my fucking baby.
Yep.
Right.
That's it.
And like, There's a ton of examples, even in the Hollywood, of people that had ideas and were told no, and then made a ton of fucking money. But probably the biggest standout is Mel Gibson with Passion of the Christ. He said, "Hey man, I want to make a Jesus movie," and these studios told him he was crazy. They're like, "Absolutely fucking not. We're not doing that." So what did he say? "Fuck it, I'm doing it myself." Took his own money, took his own studio. He put it all up by himself. Man made over $1 billion.
Yep.
You know, he and put himself on the map as a director. He was already on the map as a director because he's a phenomenal director already. But like, look what he did with that, because they all told him no. That's crazy. You'll never make it. Like that we'll never do that. That happens a lot, and there's a lot of people that unfortunately had great ideas that never got a door open for them and didn't make it because they didn't have the means. There's a lot of other people that just said, it's too much of a risk for me to put my stuff out there. You know, I don't want to risk it. You know, but thing is, man, if you risk it and you make it, like the returns are way bigger than if you were working for a studio that added their own shit in there. So,
and the means are more affordable now, Mike. I mean, I can understand that argument made years ago, but you're seeing people shoot fucking films on an iPhone, bro.
Yep.
Like it's insane what people are able to do with technology and some of these gaming engines and stuff. Like, yeah, that was once true. Everybody hit a ceiling back in the gap, because there was only so much you can do with your own resources. But through economic means, you got like crowdfunding, and you got all these different ways to like get funding if that's what it is that you want. So look, it's while that was the argument back in the gap, not so much now. It's not to say it's not expensive. It's not to say that it's going to be easy, because no, it's not. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be owed success. There's a lot of people that think they got the best fucking ideas in the world. And yeah, they're going to go out on their own and lay a fucking dud. It happens, right? But I at least respect people for giving it a shot. Let the market determine what's going to happen. And yeah, success is going to look different as well. I brought this point up as a lot, because I don't want people tricking themselves into believing that success as an independent means you need to be comparing yourself to like fucking Marvel, $1 billion film. No, that's probably not how these successes are going to look. They're going to be a lot more contained, and they're not going to make as much money, but you're not going to be spending as much money as they are either. And what a success looks like independently does not mean that you need $1 billion box office. Doesn't mean you have to spend $400 million on something. No, it's going to look, success is going to look a lot different in the future. I think people need to be expecting that. Don't try to necessarily compare yourself to the mainstream in that capacity, because you can't possibly compete there. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to see successes in numbers, and you're certainly not going to see like more variety. You're going to see a lot of that, but just understand it's going to come from indies. I'm not even going to say probably. I will go out on a limb, and I'm not really going out on a limb. I'm just going by what the track record says. It's not going to come from the mainstream. The West desperately needs to be revitalized in terms of its enthusiasm amongst its entertainment. But if you're expecting that to come from properties that are 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, controlled by mega corporations, you're living like a pipe dream. That's just not going to happen. It's going to come from newer properties, from independent creators and companies.
I just want to note that the video that we're reacting to is retro comparisons, and mods are dropping links in the chat. So credit to that channel. And yeah, I plan on doing this like a lot of streams, because even when there's like, I find myself going like, I'm not even listening to what Rip is saying. I don't give a fuck. I'm watching these gameplays. So it's so good, dude. It's so good. But yeah,
if I can real quick, just to touch upon Jeremy's initial question about how much longer do we have wokeness in our entertainment and video games in Hollywood. Like Mike said earlier, it's a lot easier to course correct in Hollywood with your TV shows, and you kind of really have to take the examples to what were given in the past couple of years. I mean, you got Penguin right now, you had Terminalist a few years ago, you've had Deadpool, Wolverine. There are outliers, and what it kind of comes down to is a lot of these people who are creating and writing and producing these shows and the direction, people just saying no, that they want to put out a fucking good product, that they don't want to listen to the bullshit. Where in video games, it's a lot harder, and we've said this several times in the show, so we might be beating a dead horse here. With video games take fucking forever to develop. It takes 6-7 years sometimes. So when you do try to course correct in a video game, you're kind of really limited to just doing graphical improvements and gameplay mechanic improvements. When you have a story and it's written and you have brought in, you know, certain departments like Sweet Baby Inc. or whether it's internally hired as well, you're not going to rewrite an entire fucking story just because you've got backlash. Because like Savvy said, people are going to be fired, people are going to lose their jobs, and it's just you're going to be another 3 to 4 years out of the hole, and then that entire project might be fucking scrapped if you do that. We saw it with Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. That first gameplay trailer came out and the movement was atrocious. The traversal in the game looked absolutely horrible. The gunplay looked horrible, so they delayed the game, I think, an entire year. That game got delayed, I think, 3 or 4 times. Okay, that game, I believe, was originally supposed to release at the end of 2023. Okay, that game actually might have been the end of 2022 was the initial release for that game. It got delayed so bad, and then there was actual story leaks for that game where it was leaked that Harley Quinn was going to kill Batman point blank, and everybody fucking raged over it. And this was during the delay, and we thought maybe they're going to go back and rewrite some stuff. They didn't fucking do it because they don't have the fucking balls to do it because of the message. So going on with Ubisoft's with their Assassin's Creed, if this game does get delayed, it's only going to be graphical improvements. Gameplay improvements are going to polish the game up. You're not going to see any story or writing changes at all. We are probably away from these AAA studios, these AAA titles. We're probably a good 10 years away from seeing any wokeness leave video games, and really it kind of all depends on who's elected in November, and if the people in charge of these DEI departments in the government, if they're going to keep funding this shit. It all depends on who's elected in November.
Well said. Look at Beardo making good points. He's not as retarded as you guys say
No,
he is.
he's not.
You did it, Beardo. You
Yay!
read all the questions.
Good
You
job,
answered all
buddy.
the questions.
I do want to add though, because there's another thing too. So the technology that we have today is so much more advanced, and everybody is capable of actually picking up something and learning how to make a video game. Dan Vasc, he started messing around, what was it, Unreal? And now he's making 3D environments on his own. He doesn't know the first thing about that, but he's learning how to create a game through that without even necessarily realizing it. The other thing too, in one of the first trailers that you pulled up for that game with the wall running,
Diesel Knights.
Yeah, Diesel Knights. So he made the comment that this wasn't made with motion capture, that I did everything by hand. And obviously he'd made those animations a few years ago, but today there's actually AI mixed with just using your normal video camera, like what we all have, and you can do high quality motion capture without spending thousands of dollars now. Everything that I've personally messed around with, I've managed to mess around with AI voice synthesizer, which is basically just doing a live version of audio editing to make my voice sound like various different characters that I want to create. You can be a one-person studio and in 1 year make something that maybe it's the equivalence of a PlayStation 1 game, but as technology continues to advance at its incredible rate, every single person can make what they want eventually, so long as you have the drive and the creativity to do it. So hold on to your IPs, go learn a new skill, and fucking enjoy yourself while you do it.
Hell yeah. Well said, peeps.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mike. You're black. You can talk.
Right? It was only half, but that's okay. Ripple likes to remind me sometimes. No, just to cap what Savvy said too. We have a beautiful example. No Man's Sky has made a ton of fucking money. You know, millions of dollars. They right now currently 37 people on their development team, and they're about to launch a brand new game, which is based on, you know, No Man's Sky's formula. But like, look how successful these guys are. Like, and they started out with 4 people. You know, and obviously there was a whole lot of controversy behind that, you know, but those guys, like, now they've improved their game beyond anything that anybody expected, and they got hammered in the beginning, and they just buckled down and put the fucking work in. But if they can make it with 4 fucking people, you can make it, you know, on your own, or you can make it with a group of other people. And there's a lot of people right now that are leaving the game, you know, game development and leaving the gaming industry right now that are just burned out and done with it that would probably be happy to jump alongside somebody that had the vision to make something new or make something great. I'm sure Rip has probably talked to some of them too. Like, I've talked to people that have reached out to us, and we're not doing video games, we're doing movies, but still just people that are like, man, I just got burned out on it, but here's all the things I worked on. I'm like, holy shit, like, this is wild. A lot of people displaced in these industries that are just looking for somebody to take up the mantle and start doing something new.
I mean, you
and
look at
doing something
River,
creative.
you brought up a great point. Like, we got fucking Chuck Dixon.
Fucking Dixon.
For those who don't know, Chuck Dixon is arguably not. I hate to say arguably because, like, if you want to look at the data, he actually is the most prolific comic book writer of all fucking time, bros. Like, you know, when I say prolific, I mean you just talking about the sheer amount of work that he has done in comics. He's not even fucking touched, man. He's done so much, you know. Yet he's here, you know what I mean? Here at the Rippaverse, and sure, it may be under these different circumstances because a lot of folks have been ostracized by the industry. Same, everybody knows Joe Bennett's story, right? And what happened with him? He was wrongfully taken off of you know, the Immortal Hulk, probably, which is basically the only book anybody fucking liked at the time for Marvel. And what happened to him was so fucked up. He's here now, you know what I mean? So it's awesome because these people are still wanting to create, right? They're realizing that the mainstream is fucked. They also they would love to link up with other people that, to Mike's point, have a vision, man. Have a vision and want to see something actually through. And they're having the times of their lives working here. And that like I've said, there's going to be people that kick our ass at some point in any industry. Comics, animation, doesn't fucking matter. And I welcome that. It's needed. It's necessary. And it's up for the taking right now. You probably won't get another time in modern history, at least in your lifetimes, to where like people are just so thirsty for some alternative. There's no better time than, to Savvy's point, also to learn a new fucking skill. And I want to be clear about this because I know people have seen kind of how things play out when you do try to do something that's like on your own. You're going to get these fucking gatekeepers that act like you don't belong, especially that are part of like the mainstream industry. Fuck those guys. Like, they don't fucking matter. At the end of the day, they can sit up here and talk about their expertise all day long and the fact that they've done stuff with the mainstream, and they're going to say that you're doing things the wrong way. It doesn't fucking matter. That's the beautiful thing about markets. That's the beautiful thing about capitalism, is that's the people are going to determine whether they want that shit or whether they don't want that shit. And what they have to say about it doesn't matter. So go give it a shot. Do not feel deterred by some dickheads that don't want you to go get out there and be great because they feel like you're an amateur or something. Like you talked about with Dan Vast messing around with shit. You can always learn a new skill. If you have that passion, just go give it a shot. I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50 years old. Go give it a shot.
Winning is failing until you get it right at least once.
Hey, it's what's the Michael Jordan quote? You know how he says, I've missed how many ever shots he's missed in his career, you know? That's exactly. Michael fucking Jordan, the GOAT, you know? Real quick, and you don't have to do it now, but it's whenever, you know, people want, but park hopping. We just uploaded our Sir Henry's Haunted Trail 2024 video. So whenever you guys are interested, please go over there. We want to get a lot of attention on this video if we can. So it's me, Beardo, Jay, and Krista, and Krista did a good job of editing that together. So we definitely want you guys to go over there, watch it in its entirety, give it a like. We appreciate them for bringing us out. And I'll be honest, I walked up to the so after we went there, I walked up to I asked for one of the bosses there, and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. When this whole thing got set up, I was just like, this thing's gonna suck. The thing did not suck. It was fucking awesome. And I want to do like a fan meetup there, maybe next year or something like that. I was blown away by how good it was. So they did a great job. So I highly recommend that. I was like, how am I going to like, Krista got it all set up, and you know, she's like, you need to come down for this. This is a big event. And I'm like, this thing's going to be cheesy as hell. It was not. It was actually really fucking cool. You'll see a lot of the footage that we recorded, and but please go over there to Park Hoppin' and check that out after this stream, or if you're just tired of you know, listening to, you know, Beardo run his mouth. I mean, I totally understand that one too.
What'd I do?
I don't know. I was just being nice to you, man. So
Super
but
nice.
yeah, so just go over there and check that out when you guys get time. Park hopping. Let's see. Feel free to think, says who's doing the clips channel. They need a full credit. It's great, all the lore, and easy to find. I don't know if they want credit. I don't know if Danky wants credit. I don't know. I don't know if 1-800-Danky wants any credit for the work he's doing over there. So shout out to 1-800-Danky. Danky's crushing it over there, man.
Yes.
Krista and Danky have been working on that one. So, yeah, both of them are doing a great job. All right, let's read some super chats.
Sure, I can do that.
Hey,
Shadow's
wait a minute.
saying
Something weird is happening tonight.
Whatever.
We've actually had really good conversations with Substance, and we haven't been ripping on Beardo.
Yeah, we got to turn that around, guys.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta figure something out here. This
do your
show's
thing,
falling
chat.
apart. This
Sure.
show's-
Savvy,
show's
Savvy,
falling
get to work.
Pick it up.
Um,
So it's the smaller panels, man. It's the smaller panels we actually get to, give
you
a
know, calm
full-fledged
down. Your
ideas
legs
here.
are mushy bananas. Jesus Christ,
Shut the
read
fuck
super
up.
chats.
Okay,
What are we
shut
doing?
the fuck up.
What are you doing?
Shut the fuck up. You realize last week I could have very well said that you were an ugly bitch, but I didn't. I was actually nice and polite, okay?
You think that you're a decent person.
I'm running out of patience here. You're the one that asked me to stream with you, okay? I wasn't
You're right,
fucking sliding into your DMs to stream with
bad
you.
for you.
Shadow saying with the $10.
What are
Space
we
Marine
letting you
2
bitch
just
on
gained its
Pokemon?
great. Hold on, I'm reading super chats. Holy shit, you must be new here. Shadow saying with the $10. Space Marine 2 just gained its greatest champion, Henry Cavill. This game just keeps racking up wins, especially with the CEO.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
loving
You said it was
Space
a good
Marine
time?
2, man.
Yeah, Henry Cavill is out there. I saw everybody tweeting about that. So yeah, everybody's loving Space Marine. So I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. I was out of town last weekend with the Sir Henry's thing, but now that I'm back home, I'm gonna have to get in on that Space Marine 2. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving it. So
Well, 40K is doing it right. They're slowly like giving people mainstream stuff and giving access to stuff, and they're slowly like releasing it where they want to, and they're doing a really good job, even despite fucking them trying to put women in Space Marines. But
everybody's getting nervous, or like they're having really good substance discussions, and
why are they
there's
being
not
so
any
nice to
fighting.
Beardo?
And now all of a
Something
sudden
wrong?
everybody starts fighting. They're like, okay, we're back to normal, guys. Panic is over.
God.
But hey, in all reality though, I have kind of cut a few people off of main event, not because they were bad, but we have a lot going on at Geeks and Gamers, and I think you guys have seen recently with what we've done with the Clips channel, Geeks and Gamers 2. Park Hoppin has now been putting out more content. Like, we have a lot going on, and we don't need to be tying out as many really good people on this stream when it's really hard to get a word in when there's like 9 people on the panel. So this is kind of the base crew right here. Occasionally Jay and Krista and Steph will pop in, obviously, but they're obviously doing a lot more stuff with G&G, and I don't want to tie everybody up on like one show or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's just to give that context there.
Cool. Steven DeLeon with the $10. I don't know what I find more concerning, Savvy's lack of personal hygiene or Beardo's inability to be cool around phallic objects. Hashtag Beardo fat. Hashtag Asmund Savvy Bush.
God damn, bro.
Yeesh. Mike Nas with a $10. Is Henry Cavill still involved with Warhammer at Amazon? Is there any news on that? Also, I'd recommend reading the Witcher book since giving up on the Netflix series. He still is involved, but I'm pretty sure that they're butting heads a little bit.
The current rumor is that Amazon pulled the trigger too fast on their announcement and demanded a lot of creative control that Games Workshop is not okay with them having. And Games Workshop was like, you don't get to tell us how to do our stuff and dictate things. And there was a lot of handshake deals and not a lot of like pen to paper deals. And the rumor is right now that there is a danger of Henry Cavill wanting to leave the project. I don't know if he's actually gonna or not, but there's a lot of rumors that him and Games Workshop are in line with what they want to do with this project. And because Amazon has all these checklist DEI shit that they want to do, that they're trying to force on them, that they may end up just walking from the project altogether. But we'll see.
Hey, Casey, my car's faster than yours and my dick is bigger than yours. Go fuck yourself.
Boom.
Yeah, Casey,
Boom.
nice thigh tattoo.
Wait, you had a thigh tattoo?
He did.
That's some real like bottom energy right there. Jesus Christ.
Bro. Yeah. Imagine being a dude and being like, you know what would look really fucking cool? Getting a tattoo on my fucking thigh.
Get a
Yeah, only your
thigh
boyfriend's gonna see it from
Yeah,
behind.
my
Holy
boyfriend
shit.
will love this when I get home. Sitting on his fucking car with his legs on his shorts pulled the fuck up. What are you doing, bro?
What are you doing? Xanaximus with 10 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you,
yeah.
Xanaximus. You love to see that. We got Stephen DeLeon with another $10. What up, Black Stan Lee? Black Walt Disney. How was it growing up in the 60s and 70s and being best friends with Flip Wilson and Red Fox? That must have been exciting. Hashtag shout out West Texas. Too bad Rip is not here right now. No. He's getting fried chicken. Minute Gallon with the... He probably is.
That's fucking racist, bro.
No, it's
so
probably true.
How fucking
Stop
racist.
it. Stereotypes come from somewhere, okay? Minute Gallon with a $10, part 1 of 2. I don't buy the confusion argument with the Super Switch. For one, these will not be Gen X parents buying these like there was with Wii U. The chat is just flying right now. They will be millennials who grew up with consoles. Not always.
There's a lot of stupid millennials.
Dude, listen, I say this is, I worked retail a long time. I've seen a lot of stupid people ask me questions in retail. I have never worked GameStop, and when I would hang out at GameStop where my friends worked, and I would hear the questions that my GameStop friends would get from customers, I'm like, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you answer these questions? I don't understand it. Like, these are the dumbest people in the world asking these questions. It's unbelievable. So my respect for GameStop employees is definitely out there, because my goodness, man. So yeah, you're talking about a lot of normies, and you've got to simplify it for normies.
Yeah. Aaron with the $10. Switch 60 for 60 FPS.
That's based.
Ooh, that's based. Watch Nintendo do something stupid like the Switch next, the next Switch, the new Switch. Just like they did with Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
The new Pokemon Snap.
One of the rumored names I heard was the Switch Attach. I don't think that's going to be it.
What if they call it the new Switch?
The new Switch.
Like New Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
Call it the new
Switch. They'll do something stupid like that. Switch next.
The Switch World. And
what if they just do it's the Switch? I don't know how to fucking pronounce your name with a $10. says Switch, mofos.
Seltzer Vivar?
Yeah. Let's see here. Stormborn with the $10. Jeremy is Nintendo's normie audience. That's true. This is a good one. Super Tits 2, good name. Super Tits 2, it's a good name. Yeah, I like that one. I like it. Here we go. Brock with a $20. Name it the Game Boy. We got that one.
Hey, River, real quick. Don't say anything. Where did you go? What did you do? We don't need that specifics, but we need a general kind of like, did you go get any food?
No, I didn't. I already ate.
Oh, okay.
Before.
You were wrong,
What did you have for dinner?
I just went to take a fucking leak.
No, but what did you have for dinner?
Oh, wings.
Were they fried?
No, baked.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, Beardo, you racist piece of shit.
I was half right.
He was like, you know what? He's like, Ripper probably love to get some fried chicken.
No, it wasn't fried. It was chicken, but it wasn't fried.
Fucking racist.
I'm not racist. I have 1.5 black friends.
What a fucking racist. Damn.
Emerald Eyes, aka Mary N, with a $10. Not enough.
What are we looking at on screen right now?
Is that Mike on the right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Jamaican.
All right, go ahead.
Emerald Eyes with the $10. Not enough talking about how it appears that Netflix and possibly Capcom have recast Dante's voice because of Ruben Langdon's apparent right of center beliefs. It's outrageous.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Goji the King with the $10. It should be called the Adrian Peterson Switch Edition.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
And then get the Tyreek Hill light version. River Miles with the $10. The Savvy Station, $299, feet extra for basement use only. That wouldn't sell well. XR Coon with the $10. Krista Trip Poo and Frame J. Mika's right. Super Switch is best. Beardo is a master of impersonations. Jeremy Prime is a wholesome homosexual. Rippa can name the new Switch with one call.
I'm gonna be honest.
True.
Like, some people have go-tos, like Miles Morales is Miles Morales and different things like that. If you want engagement on Twitter, all I have to do is post something, even if it's nice about Jeremy, and put who is a homosexual, and it always does extremely well. People are like, yeah, he is homosexual, isn't he? Wow, that Jeremy guy is pretty gay. Dude, it's fucking nuts, man. Oh shit.
Albert Not a Retro with the $10 just came from the Arn Anderson live stream. I had I had sent his co-host Paul Bromwell footage of the Gauntlet giving Spidey the spine buster in No Way Home, and Arn said everybody steals my moves.
Arn Anderson was doing a live stream, Double A himself, really?
That's wild, bro.
That's spine busting the business, not even close either.
Oh man,
Yeah, he's no Bobby Lashley though.
I disagree, but that's just me.
What?
Beardo.
Yeah.
Beardo.
I think
Arn Anderson has the best spine.
I think
it's
Batista
not
is
even
the best spine buster.
Let the grown ass men talk, Beardo. Okay,
I think
you
it
sit on the
was Batista,
sidelines,
bro.
okay?
I'm sorry.
No!
That sit down spine buster. Pop
Arn.
Mike. Arn Anderson
Mike,
has
get the fuck out of
best
here.
Spine buster, and it's not close.
Mike,
I
get the
know a
fuck
lot
out of
people say
here.
that. He's the second best, but I
Nah,
think
get the
Batista.
fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get
Bro,
the fuck
I think
out.
that's that pop up spine buster was goated, bro.
You gotta get out of here, man. Gotta get out of here. So
listen, he ran. Arn Anderson walked, so he can run. That's all I gotta say. You know,
what do you think, Beardo? What do you think, Beardo?
Listen, I like Bobby Lashley and Horse Hogan, man. Those are my favorites.
Rip was like, man, these damn light skins. You let him into wrestling, and you fucking all start talking about Batista. And, yeah.
I like Triple H.
By the way, I do got to point out something. Everybody made fun. I still make fun of him because he dresses like a bitch.
Golden
but
Nuggets with the
Batista-
$10. Oh, sorry, Mike. My bad.
Batista got skinny as fuck, and everybody was making fun of him for like looking anorexic and shit. He's still 240 and like 6'5". In an interview, he's standing next to the interviewer, and he's like fucking towering over everybody. But I just think it's funny that we know how big he's supposed to be. We're like, what a bitch! Like, look at that stupid skinny bitch right there. Like, yeah, it's fucking crazy. Fuck you, Beardo. You can't fucking read how you make everybody else wait for you.
I haven't done nothing.
Talking over everybody.
Golden
What are we
Nuggets with the
fucking
$10.
doing?
Did you like my song, Beardo? I just asked AI to make an accurate song about a man named Beardo. It just knew. I did listen to it, man. It was pretty funny. DB Wild with a $10. Since this next Switch is going to be called, it's going to be a slight upgrade to the current Switch, and with the rumor that you can turn the screen upright, I could see Nintendo calling it the Switch Up. Ooh, that's not too bad either.
I hate that.
Sir Neof Strife with a $10. New Ghost of Yodi was announced from Sucker Punch. Another slap to Ubi Shadows.
Yeah, that's the new Ghost of Tsushima game.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of reaction on that one. And look, man, there's people like, because it's got a female lead in it, so there's a lot of people reacting. That's gonna be girl boss, all that. And I don't think people are wrong for reacting like that. I also think that you probably need to, we need to kind of see what's happening before we react like that and give it some time. And I say that as somebody that, even I kind of overreacted to the Mario Brothers movie, but we're all hypersensitive to that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what direction they're going to take it, but it looks good. It looks good, but I do understand people being concerned about that. And it's definitely okay to be concerned about that, but got to give it time and actually see what's going on with it. Hurry up, Beardo.
No, yeah, I just put something in the private. I put something in the private chat.
All right, I don't know what what the fuck are we doing, Beardo?
Andre CR with a $5,000. 1,000 bottles of oil on the wall. 1,000 bottles of oil. You take a liter and pout it on Bieber. 99 bottles of oil on the wall. That's pretty clever. That's a good one, Andre.
Damn, bro.
Andre with another 5,000. Mike's new ringtone in Springfield. They're eating the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. Dr. Beast with a $10. Okay, champs. For this video, our boy Beardo has to stay one night at Diddy's house while an oiled up Jake Paul is trying to wrestle him naked. If he gets pinned, he has to copy a new personality for streams. Good one. Divine Matrix with the $10. Digging through my box of old 360 games, and guess what I found? The orange box. Now I'm finally playing Half-Life 2 and all the way through. Gotta say, holds up S tier. Also, y'all rock. Great train wreck every week.
That's what I've been saying. The orange box was the greatest value in gaming history. And Half-Life 2 still holds up as one of the greatest games ever made. Savvy, have you played Half-Life 2?
So I played it alongside someone. I wasn't in control of the thing. I was
Typical
there.
woman.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
drawing dicks.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're out of here.
Conbury Master with the $50 says nothing.
50.
Nothing. Thank you. Administrative Wrong Thing for a 5. Remember that moron dev that was whining on Twitter? Sony never gave Concord a chance. And now we know Sony at least literally doubled the budget. Clown. Bird Up with the $20. Never let them forget that Concord is a bigger failure than E.T. for the Atari, a game that is often blamed for crashing the game industry. At least people actually bought E.T., and it was made by one guy in 5 weeks.
Oh, so there hasn't been really a good point to bring this up a little bit, but to talk about Concord and how big of a failure, you know how on the PSN store, it was like number 6 in pre-orders, right? So that was up against Wukong, which was obviously in the number 1. To know that the game failed that badly in the number 6 spot should tell everybody that the current competition between DBZ and what's the first one coming out? The Dragon Age one. Dragon Age is down at slot number 11. That should tell everybody how bad the pre-orders are.
Yep, but remember they tried to lie to everybody and say the pre-orders were great. And they skyrocketed after the release of the fucking character creator, because you know that's what everybody's buying video games for, is a fucking character creator.
The character creator, by the way, is so much worse than anybody thought.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
I went frame by frame to try to find the changes of each race, because some people were trying to tell me when I did my butt comparison thing, they were trying to tell me that the elves are, they're naturally slim. There is not one single race in the entire fucking game that has a big that can even achieve my butt.
Yeah,
Beardo has a bigger butt than I do.
Fuck out of here with that stupid fucking game.
Yeah,
Fuck
Beardo.
Veilguard. Yeah, and fuck Beardo too. You know.
I respect
No,
that.
Beardo can't even make his butt in the game. How's he supposed to see himself?
Well, he can make his legs.
You guys are gonna miss me when I'm gone. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm complimenting you.
Carolyn with a 17 months says, "What's up, nerds? What's up, Carolyn?"
Carolyn's mad at me.
What'd you do?
She was fucking yelling at Jeremy in the comments. She's like, "Did you answer your text messages?"
I know. I answered him like during the show. Like that's how important she is. That I answered her during the show. Okay, that's how important she is.
Bro. She's screaming at him in the chat too.
Beardo licks windows for a $10. With reports of Rocksteady going back to make another Batman game after the failure of Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, they better clear house and get the OG Arkham writers back to hope for a success and say that Suicide Squad is not canon. Here's what's... I've heard those rumors that Rocksteady is working on a new Batman game. They're not getting the OG Rocksteady guys back. Sefton Hill and Jamie Walker are at a new studio called 100 Star Studios. They're going to be doing their own thing, probably more than likely directly under James Gunn for future movie tie-in video games for their DCU. The fact that Warner Brothers is still considering giving Rocksteady rights to make more Batman games when the leads of those Arkham games are no longer at Rocksteady, when they have them directly under Warner Brothers, the 100 Star Studios, which is the new Rocksteady essentially with Sefton Hill and Jamie Walker. It blows my fucking mind that Warner Brothers is giving Batman to Rocksteady and not this new 100 Star Studios. So we'll see. If Rocksteady's going to do something with Batman, it's going to be Batman Beyond.
What if it's a rumor based off of somebody at the studio saying they're trying to get the rights again?
And that could be valid. That could be valid, because I genuinely find it surprising and disturbing that Warner Brothers would give Batman back to Rocksteady at this point.
Yeah, if they've got the top dudes over there, why the fuck?
Hot take. I honestly think that Batman is one of the most like misused characters that Warner Brothers owns. I mean, I know we got the Arkham games, but like, look at what they did as soon as they got out of Rocksteady's hands. Like that group specifically, it's like if you get a good group of people that know what they're doing with Batman, cool. But if they don't, it's a fucking nightmare trying to figure out what they're doing and where all the directions are going. And fucking James Gunn's like, oh yeah, these aren't canon, but these are Batman properties, but we're doing Brave and the Bold, but that won't be done until like 2027 or some shit, or 2028 when the next like Batman movie is done. And I don't know, man. I think I don't think they know what the hell to do with Batman.
If we've learned anything from the recent success of the Penguin, it's that people love Batman and they love the Batman universe and they want to be involved in that in some capacity.
Yeah.
If you didn't see,
go ahead. I was
Go
just gonna say, and there's just no reason why they should have ever stopped making Arkham games or Batman Beyond games, things like that. Like they would have printed money with that stuff, and they try to be cutesy and be like, oh, what about Suicide Squad? And it's like, Suicide Squad's cool, but like that should have been like an offset, like offshoot game, not the fucking mainline franchise where you shoot Batman in the face. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, and you have a third-person shooter in the, like, it just doesn't make sense for the Arkhamverse. And with Rocksteady, when Sefton Hill and Jamie Walker were still there was rumors that they were going to do a Superman game, and that easily got scrapped, or quickly got scrapped. And then they were heavily rumored, and I'm pretty sure that they were working on a Batman Beyond game, and that got shelved for the Suicide Squad game that we got. So if they are working, or if they're trying to get Batman back, they're going to do their Batman Beyond. But it's kind of too little too late, because Kevin Conroy's dead. Okay, so you're going to have old man Bruce Wayne, and sure, you can get Roger Craig Smith, who is a phenomenal Batman voice actor. He's voiced Batman several times in video games and in TV shows, in cartoons. Roger Craig Smith is fine, but you should have just done Batman Beyond instead of the fucking Suicide Squad game.
Yep.
Hayden Wayne with 20 gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you, Hayden, in the house. All right. Read up, Beardo.
Sure. Thank you, Beardo Looks Windows, for the $10 in that discussion there. Let's see. DJ with the $10. Epic Mike subscribed to Alyssa Mercante's OnlyFeet page. So did Beardo.
How did you know she had one?
Yeah, how do you know?
Way to fucking call me out and call yourself out at the same time. Good job, buddy.
Linko Kenobi with a $10. What's up, guys? Hey, did you guys hear a rumor that Rocksteady is going to do another Batman game? I did a video on it that on that Park Place. I wish them luck. Hail the 1 to 9. Thank you, Linko, for the $10. Macaque with a $10. Mick likes Beardo's Straight Bananas. What's a bad game that y'all love? For example, mine would be the first Shadow of the Shadow Hedgehog game. And Fallout 76, hail the 199er.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay.
Come on, Macaque.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Be better.
There's literally nothing good that's going to come from that except for people are going to use that against us.
Yeah, that's off limits. Okay. Bad video games that I like. Spider-Man 2.
Street Fighter, the movie, the video game. You know what I'm talking about. I've talked about it recently. So
I don't have any fucking idea.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Gen 6.
Street Fighter, the movie, the video game.
Fucking I have no fucking clue.
They made a video game based on a movie that was based on a video game.
Yeah, it did.
Oh man.
Damn.
Albert Not a Retro with a $10. Tired of woke in your TV and movies? Get an HD UHF antenna and enjoy the classic shows and films from the 50s to the 90s for free. A time when men were still allowed to be men and women still appreciated it. Thank you for the $10.
Is Wii Sports Resort considered a bad video game? Because I love Wii Sports Resort. I love Wii Sports Resort's fantastic. There's also there was one from back in the day that I was a big fan of. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, Street Fighter the movie, the video game, which I do not own, by the way. So I think I'm gonna go to the retro store and see if I can find it. So yeah.
Ronan the Crusader with a $20. Hail Tuesday night's main event and hail Rippa. Speaking of new and indie games, The Forever Winter came out today, which is a grim, dark extraction shooter only costing less than $30, made by a team of 30 folks with AAA experience. It's fun so far. And shout out to Grimdark.
I saw something about it, but I didn't check it out yet.
Charlie Thompson with a 4-month recommitment. I'm so fucking retarded. Thank you. Appreciate it. Grey Ghost with a $10. Beardo pays someone to trim his bush. Mike's bush is real. Savvy wears a merkin with Beardo's bush trimmings. That's gross. That's fucking nasty. Beardo's dummy thick peach with a $10.
This is why censorship happens, because of some of these super chats.
Sometimes I'm like this. I'm all about free speech until I read this fucking super chats.
God dang it.
Has the big booty chicken leg man learned to work out his legs yet? Yeah, I hit leg day the other day. Thank you.
Here's what we got to do. So when we move everything, when we start doing our member streams over on Locals, which by the way, you guys can follow us on Locals, and we'll start doing our post member streams. That's where it'll really get bad. Okay. On the YouTube platform, we got to dial it back a bit. Okay. Mainly because people are gunning for us right now.
Yes,
all right. They are
Mm-hmm.
gunning for us. Like every fucking thing. Like, holy shit. Like there's certain things I'm seeing right now that I'm not even highlighting, not like in the chat. I'm just saying like things that are happening right now. These people are trying. They are trying to bait us into saying something that they can use against us and report us to Team YouTube. That's happening right now. These people are fucking insane.
Yep. We're on the radar.
Yep.
Fish Sticks to Dose with a $10. Fact, Beardo is banned from his local county fair. When playing bobbing for apples, he wouldn't stop swallowing the apples. How'd you know? Let's see. I am seeking the way with the $10. It's my duty to remind you we still want a wrestling panel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
one
we
day,
need the
one
wrestling
day.
stream, bro.
I
What
know.
the fuck?
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
Jesus
We used
Davila
to-
gifted a Geeks and Gamers membership. Thank you. River Miles with the 10. Dragon Age Incision. Yes. St. Louis with a $20 says nothing. Thank you.
Dude, I want to play Battlefront 2017 again with the chat.
Cool Gamer.
Cool Gamer. What's up, Cool Gamer?
What's up, Cool Gamer? Man, that guy's cool. Became a channel member. Thank you. Shout out. We got Rusty English with a $20. Hey, Beardo. Every week you bash people and make fun of people on bro science. And then you come in here and cry because chat roasts you. Ever heard of the schoolyard phrase, don't dish it if you can't take it? Which, by the way, this was his first super chat on this channel. Now, this isn't my channel, okay? This isn't my channel. But if it was my channel, this is what I would say. No, I'm not going to do it. Rusty English, hey.
Thank you for the $20.
Thank you for the $20.
Continue
Hold
to
on, real
send
quick.
$20 to my channel, please.
Real quick, I gotta point out, he just before Beardo read this, he sent a chat that said, "Can I get my $20 back since you won't read my super chat?" And then Beardo read it like immediately after that.
I didn't even see.
Good.
I don't even have it pulled up.
Dude, there's like 130 super chats. We're going through all of them. So
Word.
nobody, we don't skip super chats. We read them all. We read them all.
We will
We
get all
we
of
respect the working man's
Except
money
the Rude
around
Eyes
here.
super
Okay.
chats. We skip the Rude
Fuck
Eyes super
the
chats.
Rude Eyes super chats.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I mean, seriously, who respects that guy? Nobody.
No, he doesn't respect himself. So yeah.
A rude eye? Who the fuck is that? They're doing it again with a $2. Beardo is looking rather corpulent today.
God damn, bro.
Thank
That's
you.
wild.
Brock with a 20
oh,
gifted
no.
memberships. Thank you, Brock. Tweet Tone with a 199. Jeremy, go easy on Beardo. You roasted him too hard. Let's see. The Gay Carpenter became a channel member. Thank you. Kyle Schnurr with a 5 months. Hey, y'all. My dad passed away today. Thank you for giving me a distraction. Hail the 199. Hail Jay. Jeremy is gay and Beardo has tiny legs. Sorry to hear that, man. That's
Sorry to hear that, brother.
That
I'm
is
glad-
rough.
And I do think we've had a good show tonight. I hope it's helped to distract you a little bit, man. 199 has your back, bro.
Yep.
Prayers in the chat.
Let's get some love in the chat.
I'm sorry that Jeremy said that while he's fucking yawning. What a piece of shit.
I mean,
How
He forgot to breathe.
Listen. I mean, in true Geeks and Gamers fashion, he's like telling us about his dad passed away, and then he manages to call me gay and Beardo has tiny legs, like in the
Yeah.
super chat.
He's trying to be a nice
The
guy.
G&G
okay?
people know what's up, okay? Ain't no
Yeah,
bitches
it's
and
true.
pussies around here, okay?
It's true.
Except for MCU fan.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Let's see here. We got Steven DeLeon with a $2. Oh, great. This shit show. But you still watched.
Yeah, thanks for sending in money and
But you
mentioning
still
it.
watched.
He's watching it and sending in money. What a terrible fucking show. It's so good.
Let's see here. Anjanette with a gifted membership. Thank you, Anjanette. Jack Straw with a $2. Put a Jeremy in it and make her Ryan. Bernardo's Banana Restoration with a $2. Beardo, business has been good lately. Thank you. Hey, don't mention it. And Jeanette for 2 months. Poor Pooh needs therapy. Yeah, he does. Send super chats for the Pooh's therapy fund. Legendary Scrub with the $2. Is Bent a transgender? Yes. How'd you know?
Yeah.
Beardo's bopping baloney for a $2. Can't
Bopping.
stop, won't stop. Can't get enough.
The word was bopping.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Beardo can't read. So.
I don't even know what you said.
I said
Bopping.
bopping. Beardo's bopping baloney.
You said
You
bossing.
said like boping or something.
Man, I want a
weird.
fried bologna
Fucking
sandwich.
clean
now.
out your ears,
Bro,
guys.
a
Jeez
fried bologna
Louise.
sandwich sounds so fucking good. Right now, bro.
Dude, I want a
Dude,
fried
like,
bologna
listen, some of
sandwich
the best-
so bad.
Some of the best food that exists is like poor people. I ain't got no money food.
Oh, it's the best.
Fucking hamburger helper, fried bologna sandwiches and shit. Oh my god.
Is it saucy?
Bologna?
What?
Is it saucy?
You've never had bologna?
You never had a fried bologna sandwich? What the fuck is
No,
that?
I've had that.
Not bolognese. Bologna.
Okay, that's
You
still didn't-
privileged bitch. It's bologna. It's sliced meat. Oscar Mayer. Not that Oscar Mayer,
like
no, it's
turkey
off brand. Like armor brand bologna, man.
Malty says, who let the white girl speak?
Bolognese? Is there sauce in that?
I hate wet sandwiches. I just
Do you
want to
have-
make sure.
No, it's just a fucking bologna sandwich.
Fucking
You just fry that bitch up.
embarrassing. Holy
That's
It's dry
shit.
meat.
Sometimes you have like just fucking like one piece of bread and you just fold that bitch. Like it's
Oh,
still
that's
good.
what I always
Imagine
do.
being
I
a
was-
married woman and not knowing how to make a fucking sandwich. Like, what the hell do you do in your free time?
I draw, Beardo. I
Yeah.
expand my mind.
Have you
with
ever heard of
science.
laundry? Okay,
My husband asks
dishes,
me that all the time, and he's
cooking,
always wondering
okay?
why is there no clean
Vacuuming.
clothing?
Have you ever heard
No.
of dusting?
Oh, fuck no.
She probably
Clearly.
just buys. she
Bird up
probably
with the
buys new
$2.
clothes
Has
every
Ripper
day.
heard that sad news about Johnny Carson?
Speaking of Rippa, I saw he posted something in the chat. You want me to share this, Rippa, real quick?
I mean, you can, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, tell us about this. What's going on with this?
So, all right.
You share my
I guess
screen?
the setup is Space Car.
Boom, there we go.
Yep,
Is
there we
going
go.
to be pretty fucking big. You should be there if you're in San Antonio. There will be a panel, and that we will be hosting to kind of pop things off on that Saturday. I believe the doors open, like right as doors open. We'll have this panel, as you can see on the main stage, by the way. You'll see myself, Jeremy, Gary, Neurotic, and our man Star Wars Theory. And we're going to be talking about the state of fandom and a lot of stuff. To
Fuck
pop
yeah.
the show off, as you see in that asterisk, we got a special announcement. That's all I'm going to say. So you're going to want to be there, or you are a square. If you're not, but seriously, in San Antonio, we'll be there the entire time. The entire Ripperverse team will be there. G&G, Neurotics team, as well as Star Wars Theory, will be there the entire time. But you're gonna want to be there for that main stage panel at SpaceCon in San Antonio, which I'm really, really excited for. Get to see some familiar faces, as you guys know that our band is based out of San Antonio. So maybe some guys will stop by. Some of the backwards team will stop by as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. So yeah, y'all be there.
Hell yeah. And let's see here. And I really appreciate. Yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate you guys being supportive in the chat. Jeremy's not that good looking. The artist was very flattering.
I was like, man, that looks like Rippa. That actually looks like Gary and Star Wars Theory. Who the fuck is that guy in the middle?
The tapered fade and shit. I was like, oh man.
Shout out Igor, man. He does all our
I sent an extra super chat to the Rippaverse. Got the Alpha Chad look going on.
That's good.
Lex Steele with the $2. Beardo eats bananas the cornhole way.
6'3", baby. Okay, 6'3", 215. Just like Trump.
Go.
All right.
Grand Potato with a 199. I'd say eat shit, but you already do. Damn, that's mean to say about Savvy. Bradley Scott for a 15 months. Jeremy, let's talk super black bass. Then maybe we can get that fishing video.
Hell yeah.
There you
He's
go.
been yelling at me about this for years now.
Grand Potato for 199 says, "Damn YouTube, that was meant for you, Savvy." Oh, okay.
Danky's Jeremy is more
Can't read.
accurate.
Look at this man. He just can't read.
Topher Gooch with a $5. Beardo fiending for the Horseman's package. you guys are gnarly, man. Yasuke with a $5. Beardo, today's my birthday, and I'm an aspiring rapper from Japan. Can I get a shout out in RFK voice for $5?
No, only do the 100.
Yeah, $100. Come on. You know better.
Got rules around here.
Polish my knob with a $2. Beardo sucks pee-pee for the flavor, not the shape. You guys are getting fucking wild, man. Samuel's fat slimy goat pussy for $1. Thank you. Savvy's flaccid ass with a $5. Savvy's hands aren't the only thing that don't get washed. You got stink butt? That's gross.
But the pancakes were so cute.
Aricus Central with a $5. I got a rep going to. What'd I say?
Aricus?
Have you seen Dune?
On where you're from.
It's from
Have you seen Dune?
bro.
All right, jeez.
It's not depending on anything. It's
fucking been a while, okay? Give me a fucking break. I got a rep going to the Dune Awakening booth in Japan for my channel. Game is supposed to come out early 2025. Love the channel 199.
Aricus, bro. What the fuck are we doing?
I said Arrakis. You said Aricus.
Kratos.
Straight in the fuck up. Space Digger with a $2. Beardo is just mad. Savvy has bigger legs than him. Not true. Axel Jessen with a $2. Savvy's favorite burger is the Beaconator. Oh, he's saying that you have a large nose.
Probably. That's funny.
Max Musterman with a $5. Hey, Beardo, have you ever tested your IQ? And if so, how many digits in the minus was it? Good one. Good one. He's banned. Eskimo with a $2. Oh, that was Toy Story 2. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Good game. Eskimo with a $2. Justice for Viper Chief. Beardo fat. Thank you.
What was
Anima
that video of Savvy getting naked or whatever on? Like she's taking off her shirt and like showing her...
So I was doing a comparison to show. So the character slider on Dragon Age was at minus 78% for the waist, and so I showed my waist and I said which one is actually minus 78%.
Yeah, I at no point meant I knew that I didn't think the chat would actually like freak out when I said that. So there's just no way.
You didn't?
I knew. I figured like maybe one person would be like, "Whoa, where?" I didn't, but not like I didn't think a lot of people.
We did a whole science.
You're still
thing.
new to YouTube. You're figuring out how
everything
everything works, right?
I'm just trying to figure things out. So
You know what? You could actually on one of your videos play some of my clips of exploring the difference in body type using my own body to make good content, good informative content.
I like your thinking. I like your thinking.
What are we doing?
I like your thinking. You'll have to check out my next video.
Oh,
that's gay. Anima Chains for 17 months. I played Titanfall 2 last night. Plenty of people on got right into games.
Really?
But how much hacking?
Yeah, because that's something. If we could do private lobbies, so that's all that matters to me. You know what I mean? If we can get enough people that can play the private, that's why we have to play on Steam though, because it seems to have the most people that can play from a community standpoint. But I would love to play some private lobby Titanfall, baby.
It's so fucking fun, man.
Brodimus Prime with a 16-month Switch 2 is such a bland normie name.
Oh,
Stick
wait.
to
Did he
Fortnite.
Did he say Titan? Did he say Team Fortress or Titanfall? Did he say TF2?
He said TF2.
He might have been Team Fortress 2.
Okay, well.
Let's just assume it's Titanfall 2.
Yeah, let's just do that.
You never know. They're both
Let's live in a world where everybody's talking about Titanfall 2.
Savvy's flaccid ass with a $5. Seriously, I've got dingleberries older than Beardo. Send help. Jeez. Take a fucking shower. John Kanji with a $2. Call it the switcheroo.
I like that.
Now,
Accident seller.
I'll show you guys so this is a little bit. All right.
Oh no,
bro.
But that's all we get. That's all we get. So we can't show anymore. It's YouTube rules. So I would never. And I'm not here to grift any of the women. Like I would never do something like that. I have too much respect for the ladies.
I know that you have insightful commentary for whatever it is.
I really do. I really do. So
sure. Accident seller with a $20. How about Switch 64? But seriously, Super Switch.
Fucking out of control, man.
M Campia U fan with a $2. Mike and Ripa's new console, the Switch. Beep.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro. Somebody real quick said, which Savvy To that video, they said show bulge.
We have 30 minutes and 100 super chats, okay?
Hurry up!
Master Gabo with a $2 trail out would be fun to watch Jeremy play.
You're reading too slow.
If I'm not interrupted every single fucking second.
read!
Minnie Gowan with a $5. Shut the fuck up!
Just do it faster!
Part 2. Also, this confusion did not impact the NES and SNES. Both sold very well and were being purchased by baby boomer parents. Yeah, but it was like, it's just a different time, man. Different time. Maddening with a $5. Shweddy Switch. Okay. Firelight with a $5. Beardo is the ultimate alpha male. Adore you, Beardo, with some X's. Thank you, Firelight.
Those are
Appreciate
kisses,
it.
bro. What the fuck is? What the fuck are you doing?
Thank you for the kisses, Firelight.
With some X's.
Demonjanai with a $2. How about the Switch Blade? I'll see myself out.
Yeah.
No Comprendo with a $2. New Nintendo Switch XL. Lucifer Morningstar with a $5. Save Dan Vash from the internet gulag. The Brazilian judges just bent Elon over. Billionaire saviors don't exist outside of comics. Yeesh.
What happened?
I don't know. I'll ask Dan about it. Jack Straw for $2. Jeremy is the Switch 2. Don Lewis with a $1.99. They call it the Switch Pro. They'll call it the Switch Pro. Thank you. Golden Nuggets with the $2. When are they re-releasing Space Invaders X? Dude, I was literally, after the conversation last week, I turned on my PlayStation, went on the PlayStation Store, and seen if I could find Space Invaders X on the retro games that they sell.
Did you find it?
It's not on there, unfortunately. Such a great game. Jack Straw with the $2. Jeremy is Super Switch. Thank you for the, hopefully you meant to send that twice. Ministry of Wrong Think with a $5. Beardo, it's not the compliment you think it is when a chick goes, it's so cute when you pull your pants down. Thanks. Jason Cole with the $2. Retro Switch, Galaxy Switch, Switch Deuce. Escapo with the $2. Jeremy Switch Gender. Rough Night for a $5. Nintendo Switch. From a marketing standpoint, it makes sense to replace the I with the Roman numeral 2. It denotes. Listen, shut the fuck up.
It denotes difference without brand
dilution. Thank you.
What the fuck are we doing?
Andy plays games with the 15 months. They should keep the Switch branding, but NIN has never used a sequel. What?
Nintendo.
Yes, I know. I know what it means.
Then why'd you rate NIN?
Because it is in capitals. They clearly want me to say it by letter.
No,
that's not how acronyms work.
Yes, they do.
It's supposed to be Nintendo. What are you fucking doing?
Just stop it. Okay?
Just fucking
but
read the
NIN
words.
has never used a sequel numeral in the name.
God.
64 4 bits.
Oh my God.
Super 64 Cube Wii Switch will be a new name.
Fucking
likely.
hell.
VJ the Vigilant with a 109. Call it Super Switch, the next Super Switch 2.
Wait,
Captain
no, Nine
Haruno.
9 Inch Nails.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you used
Captain
9 Inch
Haruno
Nails.
with the
What fuck is
$5.
wrong with
Epic
you?
Mike dropped the ball on his commie poll on Twitter. It should be called the Switcheroo. I'm giving you a literal gold Nintendo, okay? What are we doing? Thank you,
Start your
Haruno,
own
with the
fucking
$5.
poll on Twitter.
Aaron with the 5. Nintendo Trans. It thinks it's a portable gaming system, but we all know the truth. BJ the Vigilant with a 199. Do you think they will incorporate VR?
No.
That's no. Accident Seller with a $20 Super Gender Switch Boy.
Good job.
Celluloid Dream with a 5. Super Switch, Switch 2, Switcheroo. All I know is Jeremy's gay. Steve, I am with a $2. Is Beardo on his period? He's very snippy today. I'm about 3 main events away, just going full blown Ryan.
I like how he picked
What does that
3.
mean?
He's like,
Oh,
I only
you'll
got
find
about
out.
3 more of these in me, guys.
S. Morgan with a $5. Whatever name you use, it still won't bend a cucumber like Beardo. Thanks. Savvy's flaccid ass with a $5. This swamp rivals anything in Florida. Golden Nuggets with a $5. I'm wondering whether Nintendo are suing Savvy for her Bush's battle form with Mike's fro. Beardo fat. Thank you, Golden Nuggets. Hope you're doing well, brother. They're doing it again with a $2. Jeremy, people too fat to do American Gladiator now. You're not wrong. Cole Hauser with a 5. Jeremy, forget about a 7.5 foot flag. Did you see the 12 foot classified flag? That dude made 199. Yo
Yes.
Joe praise Ora.
I did see the video. I have it bookmarked so I can watch it a little bit later. But I saw the video and it's absolutely incredible.
Cole Hauser with another 2. Contra 3. The Alien Wars still rocks. Thank you, Cole Hauser, you legend. Accident Seller with a $20 Super Gender Switch U. Force Geek with a 5. Yo, Beardo, Capcom event on Thursday, and they'll probably announce the next Resident Evil, Ghost of Tsushima sequel trailer today, and Dino Crisis coming to PlayStation Classics. That's awesome. I might need to go live for that. Capcom event. Maybe I'll do it on Geeks and Gamers Play.
Careful, though. They celebrate their localization team, which is definitely butchering things and pushing censorship.
Why do you have to ruin it for us? And Jeremy, do you
Because
want to?
that's what I
Jeremy, you
do.
want to reload a video? You're just on suggested.
Oh, why don't you fucking tell me?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's what I just fucking did.
What are you
Geeks and Gamers
fucking
Play
doing,
highlight
weirdo?
for the $2
Step
Super
it
Switch.
up!
Super Switch DNESU to you. Thank you. Golden Nuggets with a 5.
Yeah.
Savvy gets rug burn without touching carpet. Beardo, Chinese, and fat. Thank you. River Miles with a 5. 3,000 weirdos. Yikes. But you're still here.
Is there
Axel
a joke to
Jessen.
the Chinese thing?
Holy shit!
I'm just asking.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was just
Axel
so
Jessen with a
unfortunate.
$2. 3,000 people is as many as in this chat. Yeah. NDI with a $2. Blacksmith Wukong was only one guy. Nah, I don't believe that.
Is it
Master
too
Gawa
like-
with a $5. Did you know that Beardo wears his piss hand savvy, the unshaved bush, as a beard to cover for his complete lack of facial hair? Hashtag fear the Beardo. Thank you. I have to burp. Captain Aruno with a $5. Bungie apparently had 1,000 jokes on their Destiny 2 team, but only had a couple hundred actual devs working on a given yearly expansion at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
River Miles with a $5. No top surgery scars on Duke. Thank you. We got Andy Plays Games here with a $2. Anyone know of a really good Transformers game?
Devastation. But
There you
everybody
go.
keeps telling me War of Cybertron, I think. Everybody wants me to play that one. And there's one more. And that's Andy Plays Games, not to be confused, okay, with Andy Pants Gaming. Not the same person. Andy Plays Games, good peeps.
Fear the Freak Off with a blackface version of me for a $5. Anyone got any spare baby oil bottles? The spit isn't really doing it anymore.
Holy shit.
Thanks.
Bro.
That's wild.
Wild. That's a wild thing to say, yeah.
Let's see. Nagranol with a 29 months. Really hope you all stay safe. Prayers for anyone caught up in that.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy to see how that storm progresses. We'll see.
Master Gawa. Oh, shit. I just accidentally unstarted. Master Gawa had a $2 super chat. Thank you, Master Gawa.
Why
Son of
would
a
you do
bitch.
that? Why would you do that?
It was a complete
You
accident.
I'll look
fucking
for it. I'll
asshole.
look for it. I'll look for it.
Master
Go ahead.
Gawa.
All right,
The
Was it $5
Paladin.
or was it $2?
It was a 2 or a 5. I don't remember.
Oh well,
Yeah,
fuck
right.
you. That changes things. You fucked it up.
Yeah, you
it
fucked
was an
all up.
honest mistake. I'm sorry, Master Gawa. The Paladin with a $5. Ghost of Tsushima sequel next year and Lunar remasters. So psyched. Still not getting a PS5 Pro though. Erica Perrin with a $1.99. I just want to hear Beardo say Nico Namaleva. There you go. Adrian,
All right, here we
with
go.
a 1 month. Beardo eats his Snickers vein
Well,
side
hang on.
down. I don't like Snickers.
All right, I had to sneeze. Okay, back. Master Gawa says the fix for entertainment industry is to fire all the feminists, especially the male ones. Keep them out of all established companies that go their own way. There we go. See there? Fuck you, weirdo.
Appreciate it. Elsa Barrett with the 26 months. What about IDOT bobbleheads for the different seasons and themes? You're welcome.
I saw that one. That's a very good idea.
Gig Giggity with a 5. This stream is sponsored by Diddy Slitty Lube. Slip yourself into a sticky situation. Thank you, Quagmire. I really have to burp, but I can't do it.
Why not?
There we go.
The fuck's wrong? with you?
Lil Yugi with a $5. I believe that Assassin's Creed Shadows is getting canned. Ubisoft step in it big with their disrespect to Japanese culture. No way. That game's coming out. Way too much money was involved.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out.
Roblox head Leslie Headland with the $2. Ripa, did you hear Eric July had hip surgery? Gollum's half-botched circumcision leftover for a $25,000. Fuck or fook. Another 350 miles back to work. Respect, Beardo. I don't know how you do it. And like it. The pain. Well, thank you for the $25,000. Bird up with the $2. Play retro comparisons SNES versus Genesis.
We did that one. Or was it? No, we did SNES and NES. I'll do that one.
Yeah.
What? There's a lot of them. I'll just keep playing them. But again, retro comparisons. I was mistaken. I thought it said 131,000 subscribers. They have 13.1 thousand subscribers. So
they're doing it again for a 2. The comparison for Sega Saturn, PS1, same gen. Dragon Dan with a 13 months. With all the Sweet Baby Inc. insanity, the real winners are the people with huge backlogs of games, movies, and shows if when good stuff gets made again.
That's true.
Yeah. Jason Gaines with a $5. I've really enjoyed how the super chats on Tuesday Night's Main Event have turned into a comedy roast event. The comedian Jeff Ross, aka the Roast Master, would like this. Master Gawa with a 5. The fix for the entertainment industry is to fire all feminists, especially the male ones. Keep them out of all established companies. Go their own way. That is not the one that I accidentally. That it was a different one that I clicked away, Jeremy. Roblox head Leslie Headland with the $5.
That's just fucked up.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
You know what? Since
congratulations on the release of your first kid's book. Don't read like me. Also, Beardo Fat. Thank you.
You firing him?
Since Beardo fucked up, that means I have to drop 10 gifted memberships in the chat.
Yeah. How nice of you, man. The Trillis with a 199. Who's gonna buy Ubisoft? Ripa. VJ the Vigilant with a 199. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot of motivational stuff in this stream. Hey, shout out. You're welcome. Black Kane with a $5. We need to insult Beardo more so he will fit himself for a Chester Bennington necktie. That's fucked, man.
That's
fucked. I saw that when it came in earlier.
Damn.
I was like, oh no.
That super chats, we got to dial them back a bit.
Yeah, Black Kane, what are we doing, bro?
Got to dial them back a bit.
Macaque with a $2. Show the cringy pew pew video.
By the way, hang on. I want to clarify. I don't give a shit what you say. I'm just talking about on this platform is what I'm talking about because we got people gunning for us constantly right now. So that's all. I personally, there's not a whole lot you can say to actually offend me.
Right. Mountain Mutt with a $5. Jeremy, is Beardo the top or the bottom when he yells "lock it in, yay"? Diz the Jizz Prime with a $5. Beardo, when was the last time you straightened a kielbasa? I don't know what that is. Magnum Norse with a $5. Beardo only eats sausage and says fuck yeah while he's doing it. MPC Hero with a $5. The best was the moms going in and trying to buy Fortnite.
There was a physical.
Wild.
There was a physical copy of Fortnite though.
There was.
Wasn't? Yeah. I'm almost positive there was a physical version of Fortnite. Not like I think it was just
like
it was only available.
World one, the Save the World version.
Am I wrong about that, chat?
I don't remember there being a physical copy of Fortnite.
I feel like there was a physical copy of Fortnite. Yeah, let me see.
There was. It might have been for Save the World.
Yeah. See, yeah, there was. It wasn't available for a long time, but there was a physical copy of Fortnite. It was short-lived, I think.
Okay.
Cleveland Brown says Jeremy Titanfall series sucks. How you like that?
God damn. Well, that'll get you banned.
I'll ban the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I was like, y'all act like he won't ban you. He will. You just got to say the right thing.
Here we go. Macaque with the $2. The new Switch U. Grand Potato with a 199. The Hyper Switch. Matt HTX with the 28 months. Thank you for the recommitment. Ministry of Wrong Think with a 199. Light Switch. Base economic model. Thank you. NDI with the $2. To be frank, frying chicken does sound like peeing. Okay. Rusty English with a $2. Beardo skipped my $20 super chat. I did not. I read it. Diz the Jizz with a $5. We know Jeremy's gay. The real question, catcher or pitcher?
God damn, bro.
Elite Neo with a 5. Completely off topic, but pretty funny in a wild way. Google Navari High School. Navari High School.
Navar.
It's probably Navari.
Nope. No, motherfucker, it's Navar.
Eric Hay with a $2. Batista wearing a lady suit and pearls. Yeah, that's weird, huh?
That's weird.
Albert Not a Retro with a 5. Arn Anderson invented the spin buster ban understated Mike forever. What? Thank you. Roblox head Leslie Helen with the $5. Ripa, you and Beardo should collab on a comic called Legs. It's about an illiterate YouTuber who fights crime and skips leg day. Hey, it's a pretty good idea. We Too Dumb Mutter Falker with a 109. Savvy is HWT. Meek is sad. Beardo is weird. Jeremy.
The reason he can't get leg day is because he's too busy fighting crime, and it's a narrative. Like every time he's about to go and do leg day, like a crime breaks out, and it's like in Spider-Man 2 or a Toby, where he can't balance being Spider-Man in his real life. And the story with Beardo would be he can't balance leg day because being a hero is too important. I'd buy the fuck out of that.
Just show calves, man. All the
the last,
go away.
the last, yeah, the final fight, he just gets his legs broken. Yeah.
Dingus with a $5. I saw the Eddie Guerrero in the ring addiction response to Brock Lesnar for the first time. That ish was powerful.
Bro, dude, the Eddie Guerrero addiction promo was amazing. One of the best promos ever cut in WWE. So,
let's see. Kellen KMK with a 5. Jeremy is prime gay. Beardo is best. Thanks. Cellular Dream with a 109. Blade would whip Batman's ass.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
I don't know about that.
No, it 100% would.
Benjathan for a $5. Check out Gotham 1919. It's a fan-made project with the Bats and his rogue gallery set between 1919 up to 1939. It's very well made. Wash your hands, Savvy. Take a fucking shower. Something. Burn up with the $2. Great bad video game PN03 on the GameCube. Thank you for the $2. Macaque with a $2. Sorry, meme too hard. Pre-Dawn Corpse.
All good.
Pre-Dawn Corpse with a $5. Hey, Jeremy, think you guys could do an N64 GoldenEye game stream? Also, I noticed that you are a homosexual, man. Grass, I guess. Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse with a 5.
That would be cool, man. It would be cool. It's a matter of managing everything, and that's why like I've had to make some decisions like that. I weren't on the radar, like again moving some people off of main event because we need to utilize them in other places. Making those decisions is going to allow us to do more things down the road, special events and stuff like that. GoldenEye stream would be amazing.
Eric K with a $2. Muppetosis has gotten to a Rude-Eye's brain.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? They're doing it again for a $2.
Rude.
Beardo Corpulent. Thank you.
It means you're fat.
Disco Cobra.
It means fat. The word means fat.
Okay. Cool. Disco Cobra with the $20. Dude, people already doing the this is woke because female protagonist with the new Ghost announcement. I guess we can't have any females in games without it being woke. Also, anyone getting a PS5 Pro? I am not.
I'm not getting a PS5 Pro, and I will just go back to the reason, and I will take up for the people that are complaining about it because it's not a problem of having women in anything. We've had women in video games and in movies and in media. It's how the weaponization of identity politics has ruined all of that. And that's why people are hypersensitive to it. So until we're shown that it doesn't have the identity politics angle, people are just going to judge it on that. I do understand it. I 100% understand it. But yeah, we've had women and stuff for as long as I've been following this stuff, and it's never been a problem. But it's because of how Hollywood has used women and used identity. That's the problem with it.
Clemson. What's up, Clemson? For a 15 months, his Concord is better than Mazda. Okay. Jeff D with a 5. Have you heard about the Stellar Blade lawsuit? It's so dumb. I hope the judge throws it out immediately. I hope the judge throws it out immediately.
Yeah, I did hear about it. Craig was telling me about it.
Yeah. Mad Master Porky with a $2. Hi, Savvy. How's Augustine Trudeau doing?
I'm so upset.
That's what you get for liking Gen 6. Louis C with a $10. You privileged biatch. Thank you.
You privileged bitch.
A Rude Eye with a 199. Thank you. I don't even know why I highlighted that. A man can't eat a drawing, Savvy. Thank you. I mean, you're right, but I don't appreciate it. Beardo Licks Windows for a $10. That Batman Beyond game, Beardo, was actually a Damian Wayne Batman game that Warner Brothers shit canned. There's actually concept art and crap out there. Looks sick, though. Looked sick. Look into it if you can. It looked rad. Yeah, well, Damian is a Damian Wayne Batman game. I don't know how that works. But shout out. Thank you, Beardo Licks Windows. Let's see. Night Saber for 4 months. Hey, guys, and Swamp Ass Savvy. Play GoldenEye 007 online on Switch. Cool. Macaque with a $20. Love y'all. All I'm always on the tug about.
Motherfucker bitches when we interrupt him.
When y'all do meet
we don't interrupt him. He just makes
I'll be
it
able to
awkward.
meet y'all someday.
I
think the
making us
only
all
way
sit
that
down.
would
Like an
happen is
idiot.
if I end up having to
Just
fly
fucking
to
silence
Florida.
everywhere.
Thank you, Macaque, and I'm sorry that
Just
they
silence.
rudely interrupted you
Macaque,
during your $20
I will
super chat.
read it.
That
Love
is a
you
lot
all.
of money.
I'm always
go ahead.
on the tug about when y'all do meetups. Hopefully someday I'll be able to meet y'all someday. I think the only way that would happen is if I end up having to fly to Florida. So anyway, he meant
Jeremy, I'm not gonna fucking lie. That was awful. Now I know why you make Beardo read them.
Okay, first of all, y'all were talking. Okay, so leave me alone.
It was
Okay,
quiet for that last few seconds.
I don't know why Beardo had to fuck all this up.
I don't know. Maybe
this
you're
is definitely
flustered from
Beardo's
that.
fault.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Macaque says, "Love you all. I'm always on the tugboat when y'all do meetups.
Why
Hopefully
are we reading
someday
it a third
I'll
time?
be, because he deserves it.
Okay.
He sends me a lot of money on CobraCast. I'll be able to meet y'all someday. I think the only way that would be able to happen is if I ended up flying to Florida. There you go. You happy now? Go fuck yourself, Beardo.
Do we want to read it in other voices now? Do we want to do Southern voice? Do we wanna do
Shut
lead
up.
voice?
Beardo's leg hair stroker for a $2. Hail and scanning in late. Hey, we appreciate you being here, man. Let's see. Guy Incognito with a $10 savvy. We make fun of your giant, gargantuan, gregarious, colossal, megalithic, superfluous bush because we love you.
Superfluous?
That's what I said. Roasting you is how we say hello, and you are welcome here in the iDot community. Thank you.
I gotta say, Beardo got like 90% of those words, though. I was very impressed.
Black Kane with a $2. Jeremy
They're
loves
just
3 things: Nintendo,
words.
Trump, and man butt.
We shouldn't be like.
They're doing it
cheering
again for
somebody reading
$2.
the English
Nintendo will probably
language.
call it knee. Shaka Zulu for a 29 months. Jeremy, a homosexual man, switch to men. What? Thank you. Marcus Aurelius with a $5. I think they should call it the Checks Notes Nintendo Switch just to fuck with y'all. Hey, they might. I feel like named for JJ for 17 months. California education system at work. Thank you. Let's see. Maddening with a $5. Beardo, great job with Super Chats, brother. Powered through. We're not done just yet. Woodamon with a $2. The Switch 2 Madre. Thank you. Shadow Sam for 13 months. I appreciate you, Beardo. I'm sorry stinky feet and tons of weight keep interrupting you. Sheesh. Jeeping Baylor with a $5. Beardo, here's $5 so you can go buy some Midol. I don't know what that is. Adrian with a $5. Beardo, do you prefer your bananas to curve left or curve right? Macaque with a $2. Do you need a hunting license for Savvy's bush?
You didn't answer the question, Beardo.
0 for a $5. It was sarcasm, Mike.
No, you should answer.
0 with a 5.
No, it was a
If Rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo, Beardo says any cock'll-do. Legendary Scrub with a $5. Beardo, I'm writing a book. Would you be interested in narrating the audio version? It's a kid's book, so the words are small and easy to pronounce. In all seriousness, if you're actually serious, email me. My email is in my Twitter bio, if you're serious about that. Mike Angelo with a $5. If Beardo ever gets arrested and put on probation, how will the ankle monitor even stay on?
Yikes, bro.
Sailor Dream with a 1-9. I used to beat Jeremy's ass in Titanfall 2.
No, you didn't. You never
Darth
fucking
Hawk
did it.
Gaming with a $10. All gamers looking to switch from video games to a new tabletop experience. I'm coming out with a new fantasy RPG tabletop experience soon. Original IP, not connected in any way to D&D Wizard Bane. Thank you,
Hey,
Darth
message
Hawk
me.
Gaming. Shout out.
Message me on Twitter.
Yeah, if we had any, I wish we had somebody that like focused on tabletop, but you know, we don't. So,
nope, none of that.
Golden Nuggets with a $2. Why was your spit that color, Beardo? What? It's been weird. D-Day Cobra gifted 10 Geeks and Gamers memberships.
Hey, I know that guy.
What
Yeah,
a piece of
little
shit.
gay,
Keep
little
your
gay.
fucking money, D-Day.
Adrian with a $50. Answer the question, Beardo. I don't even fucking remember what your question was,
Does
Adrian.
the banana curve left or right for your preferences?
Okay,
Now you
here's
said
my answer.
more money.
That's fucking weird. You guys are fucking weird. Thank you for
Oh
the
my
$50,
God.
That's
Adrian,
what it was
man.
for.
That's huge. Thank
He
you.
wants me to answer it.
Savvy's chocolate starfish, gross, for a $2. Help, it's spreading over here like the plague.
Oh.
Jeez Louise. They sell bidets on Amazon, Savvy. Coach sipping Jamba Juice out of a straw with a $5. Beardo, don't shave your beard. If you do, you'll just be weirdo. Thank you. Tilo's Gatekeeper with a $5. Apparently, when Savvy uses a vibrator, it looks like a sniper in a ghillie suit. Jake Stanley, do not fucking grab your vibrator, Savvy. That'd be fucking weird as fuck.
What is going on?
Savvy, what'd you do? You just fucked something up.
You just fucked something up, Savvy.
What? Why are we letting the women
What did you
on
do?
stream?
What did you do? What did you do?
Can you even hear this?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
you're echoing like a motherfucker.
My dog unplugged everything.
Don't blame your dog. He's just an innocent little boy. How dare you blame the innocent dog?
Jake Stanley with a $5. Legacy of Kane Soul Reaver Remastered. Who else is fucking hyped?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Except they
does.
changed a couple things so far. Like some of the designs, they look like they changed, and people are upset about that.
Shadow Saiyan with a $5. I'm glad Titanfall 2 ended.
Damn.
Jeremy's Midnight Gut with a $5. Hey, what's this funny white stuff keeps eating every night? Let's see here. Tina Guzman with a $2. Have you seen the trailer for Red 1 with Rock and Chris Evans? I have.
I've heard about it. Yeah. The Rock is just, man, I don't like The Rock. Do we do that? You want to do that? Look at that.
No, that's horrible.
That is terrible.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's fucking awful.
That's not
it might
good
be better
either.
when there's like a lot of people on panel, like a full panel, but not there. No, that's fucking.
Head Case Laboratory with a 199. Batman disarms Blade and knocks him out. Go Beardo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
Logic. Jake
He
Stanley
has
became a
fucking
new member.
regeneration. You don't
Thank
even know
you,
what
Jake
that fucking
Stanley.
means.
Michelangelo
Oh,
with a
you
$5.
fuck.
Jeremy's got to take practice swings before reading super chats. Let's
Leave me
see.
alone.
Shadow saying with a $10. On the anime news, One Piece live action actor gets attacked for being Russian, and Dragon Ball fans take 2 wins with Daima and Sparking Zero coming out in October. Yeah, Dragon Ball fans are eating right now. Coach sipping Jamba Juice out of a straw with a $2. Show us your vibrator, Savvy. Be bold. Yeah, let's not. That's all YouTube that we had. Do we have any?
Pat for 20 says, Jeremy, I emailed you a clip from Geeks Gamers Daily with you and Beardo arguing about Robert Pattinson and the Batman. In 2 seconds, Beardo left you speechless with when he calmly spoke 3 words. I'm going to send that to Danky. That might make it to Geeks Gamers clips. I haven't seen it yet. It's a clip from Daily when we were arguing about Pattinson's Batman. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up, though.
Movie's mad.
It's slightly above average, but that's about it.
It's better than the Dark Knight Rises.
It's not better than the fucking Dark
Yes,
Knight
it is.
Rises.
It's not even
mid as
close.
fuck, bro.
It's not even close.
Vault
Movie's
95.
mid as
Did I
fuck.
fix it?
Yes, you did. You did.
No, you still sound gay.
Still
Yeah.
sounds horrible.
Well, nobody's going to be able to fix that.
Hail Teenage Ninjas main event, only seen on Cheeks and Flamers. Calling it the Super Switch is stupid as fuck. Switch 2 is a better name. That being said, I still expect to see Epic Mike on Bro Science tomorrow.
That's 100% a fucking Jeremy or Beardo alt. Like, there's no fucking way.
Samurai Vader says Wii U was wasted. They should have ditched the tablet and focused on the main system. It should have made Wii games run in HD instead of worse. It also runs GameCube games natively, but never capitalized on it. I know, sad but true. Vault 95 says, since it's rumored the Switch successor will be a little bigger, what if Nintendo calls it the Switch Thick? Benzo says, if the Super Switch has NFL Blitz games, then I'll be making a purchase. Overmod says, tell me, how does Dustborn have a positive review score on Steam? Does it?
Manipulation.
There you go. Ziana says, do you ever see those brain rot TikTok videos with the double screen? LOL, Tuesday night's main event was brain rot long before. What's up, Z-Highness? Tiggs08WK says, Dan isn't fighting communism. He finally found Savvy's feet pics. He's been busier than Beardo's butt with Warwolf. Savvy has a landing strip, not a bush. She's classy. She's a classy hoe. Get it right. Good
Fucking
Lord.
yikes.
For $2?
Fuck.
Benzo says, can we get Epic Mike right below Savvy to camouflage her bush?
No, please
Over
don't do
Mod
that.
says, as much as I hate to say it, Baldur's Gate 3 has given the DEI a foothold. I do love Baldur's Gate 3 despite the DEI in it. I have found some mods to help with that, though.
It didn't give them a foothold. Like, you can't account every success with anything like that in it as them justifying anything. Look at how the games journalists treated that game. They did not like it. They don't like what it did to the gaming industry. They weren't happy about it. Instead of praising all the DEI shit, they complained about the quality of the game and how good it was, and the fact that people were playing it because of how good the quality was. It completely screwed up the narrative that these games can release buggy as fuck and broken as shit, and that's the only way that these games get to come out. And they've continually released patches. Now, I will say the game was not finished at launch. If they had released it as it was, people would have still loved it. But to their credit, they have improved the game every time they've released a new patch for it. And they have one more big patch coming for it. And the thing is, it has not damaged the structural integrity of the game. It hasn't changed anything about the game. It just has made it better, which is rare. You don't get studios that do that anymore. But it doesn't give DI anything. So you shut the fuck up.
Trying to fucking be done at 3 hours.
Are you some successful fucking YouTuber or something?
Yeah,
fuck
motherfucker.
You. What do you have, like 15 million fucking channels? Go fuck yourself.
Marmelon for 5 says Arizona iced tea. Perfect example. The two owners fought over selling. One bought out and is worth far more than the buyout he gave the other owner. Bronsonite says the Nintendo Snatch. Vault 95 says, Jeremy, are you playing Fortnite tonight? No, I'm not. I got to make videos. Vault 95 says a game that I love was unsuccessful was Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. It's beautiful and like GTA, but in active war zones, you can even level entire cities on a whim if you want. PS3 360. Samurai Vader says, Jeremy, when will you boot up Team Fortress 2 on Steam? Just 5 minutes, man. You may like it. How about you, Ripa? No? Well, see you later. I mean, I'm open to it. It's got a huge fan base. Valkyria Winner says, Beardo, you seem to need some hugs. It might be gay, but fuck it. It's fun. Epic Mike, love it when you laugh. Not as grand like Jay's. Play Warhammer 40K. Rogue Trader. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it still. Skull. Benzo says, Savvy Bush, aka the Everglades. Bronsonite says, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say here. So is Savvy's all bush and no ass? This character creator needs tweaks. And Vault 95 says, Savvy, what the hell making the vibrator sounds sounding like a jackhammer? And that's it.
Here we go. Well, we got 3 more over here on YouTube. Headcase Laboratory for 109. Epic Mike sucks. Go Batman. Go Beardo. Thank you. Appreciate it. Raven Black Sparrow with a $2. Savvy's dog turned off lights to hide from Mike.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Bird Up with a $2 Nintendo Switch cast. Now we're all caught up.
Mike, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can go check me out over on YouTube. We're doing Tuesday night's cooldown right after this. Should be a good time, so check me out over there. And I don't know, I might be able to maybe make an appearance on Bro Science if Beardo wants to have me on.
Ooh, yeah. I'll text you about it.
All right, yeah, shoot me a text, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I got going on. And then Saturday, go check out Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. We've been doing a game over there, Curse of the Crimson Throne. It's been a really good time. It's a Savage Pathfinder's lore and world with the Savage Worlds game system. It's been a really fun time over there, so go check those games out. Disparu, Tugs, My Nerdy Homes on there, Sevi. Yeah, it's been a fucking great time, so go check it out. Comics Division. So yeah, be sure to check that out. 11 a.m. Eastern time.
There we go. Savvy.
Hello, yes, you can find me on YouTube and Twitter at Madam Savvy. We just crossed 11,500 subscribers on my YouTube. Yay!
I don't like when she uses that voice.
Semi-attractive chicks for the win. Somewhat semi-attractive.
Also, I do want to take this moment to say that the DOJ has a rare win, and they are finally saying that Visa has a monopoly on the debit card system. So hopefully their censorship will fuck off and they'll stop ruining businesses overseas.
Hell yeah. Good stuff. Fear the Beardo.
Yeah. After this, I'm playing the new Helldivers update with X-Wing tonight. So a lot of people have been liking the new Helldivers update, so I'm going to play it for the first time. So that'll be over on my Fear the Beardo YouTube. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, doing Bro Science with X-Wing. Dan Vask might make an appearance, and maybe Epic Mike will make an appearance. So, so watch my shit.
There we go. Young Ripper.
Yeah, so you can follow me everywhere, Eric D. July, but don't follow me. Go follow the Ripperverse. Ripperverse everywhere. Go check us out, ripperverse.com, all the good stuff. We got the Horseman out. As far as the pre-order is concerned, we got some other stuff. Well, we got the Ice on One collection, the Signature Series collection, that's live as well. So go check us out there, ripperverse.com. Of course, tomorrow we got Ribbon to Silverback around 1:30 Central. So go check us out there.
Hail Rip in the Silverback. And of course, you can go over to 221B and you can get the IDOT shirt or hoodie. And that is going to be going for until October 1st. So please go over there and check it out. Geeks and Gamers Halloween 2024, Rise of the IDOTs. I love this design. Super cool. Can't wait to get mine. And I hope to see a lot of you rocking that shirt, potentially some meetups, future meetups or whatever. But that is the new Geeks and Gamers mascot, IDOT. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Please go over there and check that out. 221B Tactical. You have a link right there in the comments. Mods are dropping them right now. And again, just got to give a shout out to the YouTube channel that we've been watching all night, which is what is it? Retro Comparisons. So yeah, appreciate that channel. And this has been a great main event. So we appreciate all of you. Have a great night. And you're going live now, right, Mike?
Yeah, in like 10 minutes. Yep.
Okay, so Mike is going to be going live over there. Also, Park Hoppin'. Please go over to Park Hoppin'. I'm glad I remembered. Go over to Park Hoppin' right now. Go over there and check out this video. Like the video. Watch the video. Comment on the video. All right. And because they are we're sending this to them. We want them to see that Park Hoppin's got some pull. All right. So we want you guys to go over there, show them some love. And it's a good video. It's a good little vlog. Krista edited it together. Beardo's in it. Jay's in it. I'm in it. So you guys go check that out. We had a great time at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail. It's really, really awesome. So other than that, you guys have a great evening, and we will talk to all of you later. Say bye.